Everybody, and welcome to the Bold and Budaful show. I am Budaful.
Nice. And I am Craig the Bald, but I'm a little full now too.
What's happening, my peeps?
What's going on? Welcome. It is
We're a little late, but that's alright.
it's like who's schedule? Doesn't matter that we're a few minutes late.
It's all good.
Right. So it's not like we have sponsorship. It's not like people are paying us large sums of money to be here. It's not like Skeletor or He-Man. Alright, guys, can you see us out there? What's going on? I see us. Is everything alright out there, peeps? Or we're gonna wait? Babe, if you're out there, you can always just text me and let me know. Wake me up before you go. Got some feedback coming in of the Star Wars and our Mario theme song.
I'm going to the website now.
Going again, so please let us know.
Your mics are on, right?
Make comments. Yeah, we're up. Here we go. Melissa, we can't hear you. My niece says we can't hear you.
I hear you. I heard you though. Hold on.
Okay, working on it.
I see you there.
Yeah, I don't see no sound either.
Yeah, you don't see it or hear it?
I don't hear it.
He doesn't see any sound either.
Of the Star Wars
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Theme song.
We got
again, so please let us know. Make comments. Yeah,
I don't hear anything now. But I
here we go.
Is that the website?
Look, there's my phone going off.
My niece says we can't hear you.
As soon as it turned off, music sound went off.
Okay, working on it. Yeah, I don't see no sound either. Yeah, you don't see it or hear it? I don't hear it. He doesn't see any sound either.
I'm sorry.
We got
Yeah, I see you fine.
Make comments.
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Do we have volume now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All
There's
right.
my phone going off.
Everybody can hear me? I was trying to sign.
As soon as it turns.
All right, so we're good? We're on? Hey! Now I can. All right.
Now it's okay.
So I'll turn my
Are you
ringer.
good?
So I'll turn my ringer off so you guys...
Do you hear
know how
Star
I'm gonna
Wars?
fix this. I know how I'm going to fix this. There's a setting in here. It would happen. I turn the loop off every time. I'm just going to save a template for every show, and every time you restart livecast, it always goes back to loop again. And
You're going to save...
Mickey Mouse ears on? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what's funny? You're like, I hear Star Wars. So does he. He hears it all the time.
I can
We're good
fart
to go.
Star Wars. Well, hello and welcome again. Now that you can
Yes,
fucking hear
we're
it.
here. Hello, I got some Florida people out there. I got some family out there. Hello, Melissa. Sister Sledge, my sister. My sister Tammy out there.
Sister from the same mister?
Yeah. All my brother and sister from all the same Mr. and Mrs.
Are they?
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not one of those like three half brothers and 2 half sisters and shit. Nah. No, although that's a lie, because my mom is like remarried, and I have step sisters and brothers from her, and then my father's remarried, and I have a step brother from him, but none from, no blood.
I'm my own half brother. I don't know if that means.
You're your own 1.5 brother.
I'm my own half brother.
Nice.
We get along well.
Nice. Did you ever see the movie Basket Case? when his brother's attached to his side.
Oh yes.
Lives in the basket. Yeah.
What was the other one with what's the name? Matt Damon and.
You don't have a mic
Oh.
this week?
I have a mic. Sorry.
When they were attached.
Why'd sunglasses?
Yeah, what is that called?
My brother loves that movie. I forgot the name of it. It's not Basketball. It's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about?
Stuck to you is
It was
Stuck on You.
It was
Matt Damon and who was it? Help us out there,
I have
people.
no
on
idea what
television
you're
land.
talking about.
The movie with Matt Damon and is it William Scott? William
Oh no, it was the guy.
Sean William Scott.
It was the guy from. He played the monk in Step. That wasn't Step Brothers.
Monk.
You remember Anger Management, the movie?
Angerth.
Anger
Was
Management.
it thick?
Anger Management.
It was a very thick, angry episode.
Remember Anger
Yes,
Management?
yes.
Remember when he takes Adam Sandler to the monastery to talk to that guy?
Yeah.
The monk. The monk.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't remember it.
Well,
Who
Have
it
you ever
is.
been in a room where 2 people are having a conversation? You have no fucking idea what they're
You never
talking
seen the
about.
movie Stuck on You? Or Stuck
I'm
to
fucking
You?
no. I know the cover. I know what the cover looks like.
I want to ask a question. Why is Richie wearing in the house? He's the only one in dark. We got like 500 watts of light on us, and he's got sunglasses on, baseball hat, and Mickey Mouse ears.
I have carbs cracking on me that I ate 3 years ago. He's got sunglasses on.
it's the head. I'm sorry.
It's the head?
It's your head.
Oh, the glare? Oh, okay.
So how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was crazy as per usual. My daughter, once again, my daughter is a competition dancer. She's a competitive dancer. She dances, which means I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Did you bring your own pole or
on her.
Oh wait, we can't talk about daughters. I forgot.
Yeah. Children were supposed to be nice about it.
wow,
Yeah. But
He don't like that.
No,
Trying to-
I'm just kidding. Come on.
No, actually, I make a whole joke about the whole pole thing on stage. I do tease about it. Just don't want you to tease about it. Now, she's a good little girl. I'm hoping that she actually just opens her own studio and doesn't become a pole dancer, because Daddy spent a lot of money for her to be a good dancer.
I have a friend that owns a dance studio in Spotswood, or right by Cambridge Inn over there.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we dance competition. Man, I was in Queens all weekend. She was dancing up in Queens, but she did great. Her new solo this year. She's an amazing dancer. She's dancing almost 18 years, and her solo, she keeps winning like platinum, high platinum, really high thing. She's coming in first in her division of girls that she's up against, and then overall against all the seniors. She came in second last week and sixth this week, 6th or 7th. But she was up against like 22 people this time, and like 3 in her division, in her category. I mean, I keep saying division. And she came in first in her category, and then I think 7th overall this week and 2nd last week overall. So she's a badass little dancer. She's got a few more of these going on. We're going to nationals. She got picked to be on the national team. The school the place that she was dancing for picked a few girls from the school that scored high to dance on their competitive team at nationals, which is like an honor. It's pretty cool. So it's just long. We go up there at 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. These things start. They're over at 10, 11 o'clock at night. Yes?
I'm listening.
Oh, is that what this was?
A pillow. We got some new people. We got some new people in the room this week, by the way.
You look like a fish.
Elena Rosano's new here.
Hello.
We have Richie Manfredi. I don't think we had Richie last week.
Yeah. She couldn't get in.
Okay.
But hi.
Hi, everybody.
Flower Hen. Hello, Flower Hen.
Nice.
I'm glad you're taking care of that because I can't see.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Didn't turn off the ringer on his phone, though.
No, that was your text. That was your thing.
Oh, that was my picture I sent you?
I was waiting for it. It didn't download.
Technology's great.
But you just look you look kind of like a fish just now out of water. You were like...
I was so into you. You know what it is? When you have to go to these things, I'm not allowed to talk to you.
Bro, did you see... Well, you can't talk. I'm inside. It's hard to talk to anybody.
I love Brianna. I have nothing against her.
They're friggin' hours long.
Like,
How old is she again?
She's 19.
Oh, so she's...
I did an amazing Vine while I was there. I named it. It's on Facebook. I don't know if you can pull it up. I actually put the video clip, I believe, on Facebook, too.
Is it called The Amazing Vine?
Yes, it's called The Amazing Vine. No, it's called What Dads Do at a Dance Competition. Could you jump on Facebook and look for that, or no? Is it too much work?
You put it on your Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Your page?
Yeah. Or I could send it to you if you want.
No. Stop it.
But don't even go to the Vine. I think I put up the Vine and the video clip itself, because when I think a Vine is good, some people don't have Vine.
Do dads jerk off to her 19-year-old friends, or no? That's not what they do.
No, that's kind of rough. There. In fact,
it's okay for Buda to say that, though.
Yeah, no. Actually, it's not at all. It's.
I didn't say his daughter. I said her friends.
Yeah, her friends.
Someone else.
She's 19.
Right.
I'm not making fun of her.
It's creepy. Buda just likes 19-year-old girls. That's all.
Dance has got to be expensive, though. Isn't
They're
it?
legal. What? 19-year-old girlfriend.
Bro,
back then, like 15 different outfits sometimes.
Dude, it's over $300 a month just for school.
You have no idea.
She
doesn't choose this. He sells it.
Yeah. I'm selling it to the highest bidder right now. It's yeah. Oh, gone. I'm hairless. I don't have any hair left. I'm starting to shave my son at night. I'm like, come here, boy. He's like, oh, Dad, I'm going bald. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Got to pay for a new pair of shoes. Your sister needs a new pair of dance shoes. Yeah, no, bro, it's expensive. The shoes. She has 10 different pair of shoes. She goes through 2 or 3 pair a year. She's got an outfit for each different dance. She's in 12 different friggin' dances. Each outfit's like $100, $150. She has to buy like combat boots for one, high top Converse for the others.
Be glad I'm not your daughter.
Yeah, can you imagine? You know what the size of the tutu by 4?
It's a 7'7".
Yeah.
$300 plus the cost of the new stage.
Yeah. I'd have like 4 little Malaysian kids following him. Yeah, I know.
I don't like that, sir.
You're 5 pounds lighter than him. What are you fucking kidding me?
Guy, everyone knows Richie's like one sandwich away from me. That's about it.
If they were both sitting on that side of the room, I would be way up here. That's all I'm saying. The whole house would be on one fucking side.
And cheerleading are the 2 most expensive sports. Ice hockey
is really expensive. Anything is expensive. She was in band for years. Band was expensive.
Yeah, instruments and then lessons.
And well, no, she was a color guard. She danced with the flags. No, but they went to. That's it, man. They went to Florida every year. They competed.
With flags, right?
Flags.
Oh,
flags. Yeah. No, she doesn't smoke. But
which color guard did she do? High school or
which color guard? Not the black one. Which? What did you?
After high school, there's like the Hawthorne Caballeros and all that stuff. Those are all.
All I know is 3 Brave Caballeros and.
Never close your mask around me. How do I know you're not making faces under there?
Right. Dark helmet.
So we have a good show planned.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
It was good. I mean. I watched Walking Dead from the beginning, so I'm up.
From season 1?
Yeah, season 1 and 2 is done. I didn't start watching Walking Dead. We'll get into Walking Dead later because Tony's going to be calling in about 7 minutes. But I watched it from the beginning because I didn't watch Walking Dead when it started. I didn't watch it. I was like, third season is when I started.
Oh, really?
It blew because it sucked. Because I watched everything through in like fucking 3 days. And I had to wait the entire summer. I'm like, you know what I did for the whole summer? I read all the comics. And then 2 weeks later, I had nothing. I'm like, this is unfucking believable.
How old are you?
Why?
What, that he reads comics?
There's other things to do.
Bro, do you see around his house?
But I'm just
you should
saying.
not question. If you guys see all these toys, they're not toys, they're collectibles.
They're toys. I'm not like that.
Around the studio.
Yeah.
Can you reach out and get the large, oversized AT-AT right there? Yeah. And just know, look, he has the AT-AT right here, which for the Imperial Walker from Star Wars. And he doesn't have one of these. He has two.
Craig drove this here today.
Yeah. I actually fit inside the head. But yeah, he has two of these, so it's not even like... And this is nothing. This, for you guys that don't know, this is He-Man. This is Spawn.
That's not Mr. T?
Well, Mr. T was on He-Man. You didn't know that? I pity the fool who goes to Castle Grayskull. No, and then here's He-Man, Castle Grayskull. There you go. Batteries not included. He changes them every 6 months with the batteries in his...
tracking there?
Yeah.
The house will burn down because there's no batteries.
There's no batteries in the fire alarms, but this thing works.
He'll save me out of that.
Look, on that side behind him, you have what was Skeletor's mountain name? Snake Mountain. You have Snake Mountain, Skeletor over there.
I gotta put batteries in it because you could talk and it like changes your voice.
Why don't you just take it out of the smoke detector?
I didn't get to that.
All right, so obviously there's toys, and every week you will see there's different things on the table. And he has so many different things, we could probably do 50 shows and have a different theme up here every week and not run out of new shit. Like, that's how much stuff is in this house, like toy-wise, collectible-wise. Because obviously Buddha doesn't play with toys. I came over here before he was laying on his belly on the floor with his feet up kicking, and he was like, oh, playing with shit.
Did you have a lot of toys as a kid or no?
Yeah, I was a spoiled prick. Yeah,
I figured he didn't have anything. That's why he has all the shit now, right?
No, this is the stuff from when I was a kid. Like, I saved it. Like, there's still...
smart. That's
Hoarder.
Stickers.
The hoarder. Bro, when I hit about 50... I had almost all this shit when I was like 15 years old, and I discovered that it was a lot more fun to like smoke weed and get laid than play with all this stuff. It was cool to bring all these toys out in front of everybody and burn them and blow them up on with fireworks and tie strings to the tree and put like a firecracker in it and just spin it around and it'll spin out until it blows up. And
my mom...
Yeah, but now I have them, and I get laid.
Yeah, but I have a really good story about it. Yeah, and you have to entice the kids to come in. Come, you want to see my toys?
She's not that young.
Yeah.
She's not that young.
I have a really serious question. Are you allergic to roofies? No, just kidding. No, Buddha has a
anyway,
who knows? But Buddha. His friend will be calling in a few minutes. So we have him on a time schedule. He's calling at 9:30.
Yeah, 9:30.
You want to tell everybody? Or no, we'll talk.
Yeah,
about
my buddy's. We went to high school together, and he's a writer. He's actually like in the Giants locker room. He's in the Knicks locker room. I could care less about basketball. I love to hear the stories that he comes up with about the Giants, which is funny because he's totally not a Giants fan. He does not like the Giants at all.
Who is he?
He's a Denver Broncos fan.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
But hey, But no, T-Dub, his name's Tony Williams. You can find him. The website he works for is metro.us/New York/sports. Nobody will remember that.
/.com.
Rewind the video YouTube for that.
Yeah. .net.
He has a Facebook page. He has a Twitter, T-Bone8.
T-Bone.
That's what we call him. T-Bone8.
Seinfeld, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you follow him on Twitter, he's one of the people I follow on Twitter, and I actually get alerts through my phone, like a text message.
Right.
Because he has, he knows everything as soon as it happens. He knew when...
He's actually, I met him a few times. Really nice guy. Funny guy. Cool dude.
Big dude.
Yeah, I like Tony.
Black guy, so I have black friends. Fuck you guys.
There you go.
But... He's a good dude. We had both of our kids are exactly the same age, about 2 months apart.
It's and they're both black, so it's pretty cool.
Wait a minute.
Where were you on the night of the?
So he's gonna be calling in a couple minutes.
No, he's a really cool guy. In fact, he just said he's a big dude. I think I'm the smallest one of Buddha's friends. And
you are.
Yeah, by far.
Somebody's got to clean the areas we can't reach, which is usually right below us.
Right, I'm here to just pick shit up. He puts it down. I pick shit up.
You were talking about his weekend. That's where we were at before, weren't you?
Oh, thanks.
Well, you were until Tony calls in. I figured we finished.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just so. him who takes us off track all the time is trying to put us back on track. That's so out of like character for you, man.
It's the opposite day.
Oh, is that what it is? All right, SpongeBob, it's opposite day. Gary, where's your holiday spirit?
My weekend was good. I didn't have any shows this weekend.
No? Yeah, sure.
I took off, man. I just, sometimes you just fuck the fans,
Oh, you know what? I had something else good happen to me this last week. I got that award.
Oh, yeah.
I got honored. I got like an award from. I live in Staten Island, and I got a local organization there, the Staten Island business people, and gave me an award. They recognized me. It was like they gave me a nice certificate and recognizing me as a rising star in the community, which was really pretty cool. Suit and tie.
What
and
did that cost you?
We'll talk about it after. Now, it didn't cost me nothing. I got a nice dinner out of the deal.
I wish I could have gone.
And what was really cool was a local congressman, this guy Michael Grimm, gave me the award. I got an award from the local politician, which is pretty cool. So that happened last Thursday night, and I was pretty stoked. The family was there. Listen, little they didn't know, this is me, rising star. Here we are at Studio B.
And the next day he was yelled at by Mexicans.
I did that vine. That was another good vine too, and that was no bullshit. The next day, like from shit to Shinola, I'm dyslexic. Opposite day, I do it backwards. I like to go from Shinola back to shit. I like to wake up in the morning and remember that I'm nobody. Wow. The next day, I worked with my neighbor. I do, I'm a comic and I do this, but I do plumbing work on the side, and my neighbor was doing a roof. He's a contractor, a roof raise, and he was actually ripping the roof down. So he called me. He's like, I need an extra set of hands. You want to come and work for the day? Sure, no problem. I worked with all those Mexicans, and not only did I physically bust my ass a lot harder than I have in a while, but I did a vine. They're yelling at me.
Pedro, slow down. Why are you working so fast?
No way. They told me, Peleon. Peleon, is that what it is? Pelon, which means baldy. Pelon, move your ass. Come on. Pelon, back to work. Pelon, come on. Bring me that wood. Yeah.
My son won a gold arrow and 3 silvers.
In Cub Scouts, right?
So he did over 40 electives. Which right now it's all like, fun. It's like jumping jacks, make your bed. You know what I mean? Pop pimples on daddy's back. Whatever. Right?
You got the gold star for
yes.
that, right?
Yeah, that was the gold star. I don't know why they only get 1 gold arrow, and then they give you silvers. Boy Scouts is rough, man. It was the whole derby
Boy
thing.
Scouts like karate, like you have different levels before you get to an Eagle Scout, or you're just a Boy Scout and then one day you become an Eagle Scout.
No, there's all different. There's wolf, bear, cub, eagle, falcon. I don't know, what are they?
Wow, it sounds like every monster on like True Blood and Teen Wolf.
Yeah, you get to werewolf, Wookiee.
Yeah. Well, there's Wookiee. There's Ewok. Well, actually, you start at Ewok. You work your way up.
Then Death Star.
Yeah, Lone Star. Barf. Bartholomew.
Then there's Snooky. Then you become an eagle.
A Morg. Part man, part dog. I'm my own best friend.
I'm my own best friend.
But but Cub Scouts is cool, and then Cub Scouts goes into Boy Scouts, and Boy Scouts is where it really starts doing like manly cool stuff. They go away, they start really messing with knives, learn how to cut wood, logs, start fires, camp, survive, cook.
He should be playing football, but
he is a big kid.
I know.
You should put him in Pee Wee. Why not?
I don't know, because they get beat up.
Oh, really?
Look at him! I blew out both of my knees.
But does he do sports a lot now?
Really? You play him in the football for that?
If you throw a ball at him, he'll shy away.
No, he'll punch you in the face, man.
I know.
He should play like here. You know what I mean? Like just stand here.
Bro, I came over his house last week.
Fridge.
I walked in the door. And I'm like, hey! All you heard was like, I turned. He just barreled into me, but he's into wrestling too. So now he's trying to flip me, throw me on the floor, and I'm an ass, so I let him do it. And then he left, and I got up. I was like, oh shit! Yeah, I couldn't show him that I was hurting in front of him, but kid's strong, man.
He was beating the crap out of you the other day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you came in on it, right? Yeah, and he was tossing me around. Yeah. Kid's doing like the flying elbow into my head and shit.
So I know a lot of people don't realize, like, football right now is where all the people who are free agents and stuff, there's a lot of shit going on. Giants lost a lot of people.
Like who? Who'd they lose?
I'm going to we'll ask Tony. I know they lost Tuck. Brandon Jacobs retired.
Right, well.
The whole, I don't know. It's sad.
The whole Michael Vick thing.
Michael Vick with the Jets.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's awesome. What are you kidding me? Let him be over there with the Jets. Gangrene. Lock up your bets, because here comes the Jets, right? Like someone was saying something like that. The guy I was hanging out with this weekend kept saying it all weekend. So it's stuck in my head. Lock up your bets. Here comes the Jets. Michael Vick is playing for the Jets.
Have we figured out?
And my buddy Dennis was doing that.
Have we figured out what people should do?
As far as?
Well, like they're trying to leave a comment and it's telling them that they can't leave one.
So they have to join YouTube to leave a comment.
No, they know. My sister did that already, and now
But she had comments last week.
she had comments today, but now she can't anymore.
They're having comment
No
issues?
idea.
Michelle, if you
What
look,
browser is she using?
I have no idea.
Ask
She's
her-
using a Mac.
Oh, well, she can use anything on Mac still. On Safari or...
Well.
have her try, like, Firefox or Chrome or something.
Michelle, sometimes when you put too many comments...
Is that Tony?
Yeah, Tony's coming. So what do I hit?
All right, we're getting the call. Tony is calling in.
And play the music.
So we will talk a little sports. This is the first time we're doing this, too.
T-Dubs!
Hold on, Tony. We're playing your theme.
Is there volume? Up here? Hold on, bud.
All right, we can turn that. We can fade that out.
T-Dubs is on the phone. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Tony? The first...
How you been?
All right.
Tone, you're the first caller calling in on our show.
Well, I'm privileged and honored, guys. Thank you.
And are you watching right now? Probably not, right? But it's tough enough that we got him to call, and he's like, "No, Craig, I got a real job. I don't give a shit about you guys."
It's the double bar on the top there. You just hit it.
But we have
on the top.
a nice.
Wherever there's three buttons. There's a double button and a single button.
Buddha's just trying to figure out the volume, Tone. So bear with us.
Okay, sure.
And we got a nice picture of you up there, T-Bone.
You see a single button?
Wait.
Yeah.
Nothing with the single button and then
Wait.
the plug-in.
Bro, this guy is out of his mind.
There's a button that's longer than the other button. See that?
Here, let Craig look, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tony.
Own that.
Hand this to me. So,
Over there.
Oh, over here. Oh, this right here.
Is it like a rocker button? It's like it's like a long.
Is this put in here? Is this put in the case upside down?
Don't worry about it.
No, I think it's upside down.
We're
in the
going to
case.
push you up against the mic.
Take it out of the case. I guarantee you got it in the case upside down, and it's going to be down here, the switch.
I don't know where he's talking
Watch,
about.
look, take this out of the case.
The case.
Hold on, T.
Hold on.
Sure.
If we had here, pull this out of the case.
Dumbass white people at work.
Flip it, yeah, just.
It's not. All right.
There you
I
go.
hung up on him.
Did you? Here, now flip it over.
Are you there?
There's what you was looking for.
I hear you.
Oh my
Okay.
God! See, push the button. He's got it buried in the fucking. All right, we got you now.
All right.
So T-Dubs, what's going on with the in the NFL right now, man?
There's tons going on. I mean, they started free agency period back on March 11th, so there's been a lot of signings, on the league. A lot of big teams, making big moves.
Yo, what's going on with the Giants, man? We lost Tuck. We got Jacobs retired, right?
Yeah, it's been a pretty big hit for the offseason as far as leadership, because you lost Tuck, you lost Jacobs to retirement, you lost Kevin Booth, who went also to Oakland. So there's been a slight purge for the Giants this offseason. But in return, they also added some key players, and not necessarily stars, but at least very good solid players.
Yeah, but honestly, in your opinion, Tone, don't you think that Jacobs really retired after he won the ring in 2010? Because he didn't do shit. He didn't play worth a damn. He went to San Francisco, didn't do shit
we're
there.
actually friends, so I'm not going to kill Jacobs. But he lost a lot, I think, after the first title. And you know what? It's okay, because the guy poured so much of that franchise and gave so much to them and was beloved in the locker room. So
You can't play long the way he played, bro.
No,
I mean,
he was amazing.
Oh my God! But you can't play that long. Like, dude, let me punch you in the face for an hour.
Bro, like 2008, 9, and 10, he was carrying like
I
three
know,
guys
but
on his back.
you can't do
and
that
still
forever.
getting 15 yards.
I know,
Like,
but
he
you
was
can't do
amazing.
that. You can't do that forever, man.
And then last year...
I can't even knock the guy because, even though he was 6'4" and like 270 pounds, it is a grueling game that he played. The style of play was just, I'm running through you. So, eventually it took a toll on him, but you know what? The guy came out in the end as one of the all-time great Giant running backs and also very beloved.
Listen, you got to understand, too. Nobody runs like he runs, and the defense just adjusted. Just like Lawrence Taylor back in the day was amazing. Towards the end of his career,
He was
they
still
found out how to.
amazing.
Well, I know, but they found out how to block him. Just like Jacobs, nobody could tackle him, but then they figured out what to do. I mean, that's what happens when guys stand out like that. Eventually, they're going to knock you down and take care of you.
Hey, Tone, just a little FYI, Buda's also saying that due to his high school football career, that's how he blew out his knees. Just wanted to fill you in on that.
I'll tell you what, Buda was actually a very good athlete, so don't knock our man Buda, because the guy
Damn,
played,
you're all defensive
all
tonight.
kinds of sports.
Bro, Tony kicked my ass for 20 years at basketball.
I've seen Buda. I've seen Buda on his knees. That's all I'm saying.
So what else is going on with the Giants? Did we get anybody else worth the shit for the past couple of weeks?
Oh yeah, of course. You guys got a running back, Rashard Jennings from Oakland, who did very well last year in spot duty. You picked up, actually, your offensive line is much improved from last year, thankfully.
Is that
guy Jeff Schwartz? Jeff Schwartz came up from the Chiefs. He's very good. And then, of course, you guys are bringing back Snee at half the price of his contract to the pay cut to save the team.
Really?
And now he's
Wow.
healthy. And you signed J.D. Walton, who's a Broncos center, actually also a very good player. So the whole line actually is not improved this year.
Now, do you think the head coach's daughter had anything to do with Snee taking less money?
I don't think Tom cares about that kind of stuff. I think Tom knows if you can play, you can play. So, I mean, of course, I think, of course, Steve was overpaid at the time. He's earned about $8 million a year, so they cut that down to, I think, about $3 million. So I mean, it made sense to bring him back, but also at a reduced cost.
Who we get? They don't have anybody like crazy good, like that you think is going to be like really good this year. Like, do you think
there wasn't any big freaking signing. They need to fill some holes because they lost Nix, who went to the Colts. So they had to fill that role.
Didn't we get Manningham back too?
Yeah, you got Manningham's
he came back?
Yeah, we got Manningham back for a year. That'll help.
Yeah, Manningham was gone for I think 2 years with San Fran towards ACL. It didn't work out. Now he's back home again.
What the hell, man? Why does California get all of our players? The Raiders.
Because no one wants to live in New York. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think it's actually a compliment. I mean, if you have good players, and other teams want your guy, I mean, they just all right, I think.
I was so pissed when Hostetler was a Raider. I'm still not over it.
He got paid though, so it's
Wait,
all right.
where did Carl? Do you remember where Carl Banks went? Where did he retire?
Was Carl in Cleveland? I think it was the Browns. I think with I think at the time Bill Belichick was coaching the Browns.
I love him, man. You ever get to meet him?
Oh yes, I talk to Carl all the time. The games and practices. Carl's a great guy. Carl is very funny. He's not like he's a high class kind of guy who can talk to you. He'll talk to you for an hour if he can. He's a good guy.
Nice dude. Tony, man, I'm so glad he got to go to the Super Bowl, man. That was no, he did.
I'm not laughing for that. I'm laughing because he's a Broncos fan.
Yeah,
well, not this
that
year.
that was a fun ride because I went with my family. I took my son with me to the event, so it was a great time. And then the locker room afterwards was just a crazy scene. I never saw a locker room like that before in my life, where everyone was jumping around, just high-five each other. The highlight of my day was near naked Abuka Moore just bear hugging me in his locker.
I was saying, what were you in Seattle's locker room after the game?
Wait, who was it? Amukamara?
Abuka Moore at the time was
he is a
rookie and unknown pretty much. And when I saw him, we embraced it. He just pretty much took my arms, and I was like, "Mook, get dressed first, please."
I loved him in 50 First Dates. That was
that's awesome, man. What about what's the deal, man? Michael Vick is a Jet, huh?
Oh yeah, I think it's a great move. It's an upgrade. I won't bash Sanchez, but I mean, I think it's an upgrade having Vick there, and not only to play, but also be a mentor. I mean, the guy, ever since he came back into the league, has been nothing but a great teammate to others, and I think it's a good pickup.
All right, cool, man. Well, I'm glad you were able to call in, man. I want you to call every week if you're around, man.
I have two quick. I'm not really.
Sure.
I have two quick questions about the Knicks.
Sure.
Because I'm not a big basketball. I used to be more of a basketball player. I got to get back into it. Like, what do you feel about like Phil Jackson? Is he really coming over? Is it all done deal?
Yeah, it's a done deal. But I think they had to pry him from L.A. because he loved living out in L.A. His girlfriend is Jeannie Buss, and she's part owner of the Lakers. So he really loved being out in L.A., but
Right.
when someone offers you $60 million and full control, you can't say no to that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, back in the day, I mean, wasn't he a Knick? Wasn't he on the 70 and 73 championship Knicks teams? Wasn't he? Didn't he play for the Knicks?
Yeah, he was actually a very good role player for those early 70s teams. He was a good rebounder, a good defender, and Phil was just a great teammate, and he's loved in New York still.
I have one more question. I heard: are these any truth to the rumors of like LeBron James looking at the Knicks?
It's too early to tell. LeBron right now says he's only focused on this season and trying to three-peat. He's not worrying about what's happening in other places. He said once the contract expires, he'll then address that free agency period. But right now, he's only focused on Miami. I can't see him right now even thinking about New York. Because New York right now is still in shambles. Even if Phil's there,
they're a mess.
they still have so many holes to patch up. So until LeBron takes him seriously, I'll wait and see for that.
Well, when's his contract up? 15?
I'm sorry?
When's LeBron's contract up with Miami? In 15 or 16?
Actually, this summer, LeBron can opt out this summer. If he doesn't opt out, then next year he's a free agent.
Oh, yeah, next year then. All right, which would be 15, not 14, all right?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Well, he can opt out this year and be free agent, so it's still up in the air.
But like you said, he wants to try to three-peat?
Yeah, right now, he only cares about trying to three-peat. And then he said once July 1st comes around and his option is up, he'll decide whether to re-up with the Heat for one more year or be a free agent.
I couldn't see Miami getting rid of him either.
Well, it all depends because, Dwayne Wade is old and banged up. Chris Bosh will also be a free agent. So there's a lot of things going on in Miami. If LeBron leaves, everything else just all falls in place.
Right. All right, well, we'll see what happens, right? I know we got to, the Knicks have to, they're doing kind of, even though as bad as they're doing, aren't they in third place or something like that?
Right now, they're in ninth place for the playoff seedings, and only the top 8 go. So right now, they're only 2 games out of that last spot.
Right. All right. So they could almost, they got to play it well, and they could almost do it, right?
Well, if they get the 8th seed, as of right now, they probably play Indiana, who beat them last year easily in the playoffs.
Right.
The best bet is probably get a 7th seed and play Miami, because Miami probably right now is a better matchup for the Knicks than Indiana is.
All right, so only time will tell then, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's still another 9 games left in the season, so there's still time to see what happens.
Right. Cool, man. Thank you.
And if anybody out there wants to follow T-Dubs, he's got that's his Facebook.
T-Bone at Sports? 8 Sports. Is that 8? What did I say? At 8?
Yeah, I don't know.
Facebook. And
T-Bone Infinity Sports.
Yeah, I love. I get 4 texts a week from you, man, via Twitter. I love it, man. He's got.
I'm glad because
I drive.
I tweet a lot.
I drive a cab all day, right? Tony will text me something, and 2 hours later, it'll be on the radio. It's amazing. You should go into weather. You should try weather. Fuck it. No, you know what you should do? You should pull lottery numbers.
Yeah, right.
All right, man. Well, thank you for calling in, bro. We're gonna have you call every week if you're around. If you're not covering a game or anything, you covering a game next Tuesday?
Not sure yet. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. So next Tuesday, I don't know yet. But I mean, if I'm free, I'm here definitely.
All right, cool.
Cool. Thanks, Tone.
Really appreciate it, man.
Guys.
Love you, bro. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony Williams, baby.
Sweet.
That's
Thank
my
you,
boy.
Tone. Yeah, good. Nice call.
Now, what do I hit?
It should just end.
The red button.
Yeah. Listen, look at the thing down there. You'll see the camera in the back. Match it to the camera in the back of the case.
Look, everybody, you're actually watching a lesson in tablet handling going on as we speak.
Because the douchebag beforehand didn't put it in right.
We have to blame the producer
It wasn't
for
your
that.
child, was it? I'm sorry. So now how do I go back to...
Sure, my child's dancing on a pole.
Swipe like this from that side. No, the other way. The other way. Swipe that way. Is it there?
Yes.
There you go.
Oh,
What's going on in the chat room?
They're all asleep.
They're talking about
No.
Michelle's trying to get onto the actual.
She can't get in.
Now she's
comment.
She thinks it's the iPad.
Oh.
She thinks it's the iPad.
Yeah, go on your computer, Michelle. I told you last time. Don't make me smack you. I
And,
love you.
I mean, every week I seem to always be picking on something, so you'll always
He's
see me
eating and I comb my hair. That makes no sense.
You're in a hat.
We're exact opposites.
Right.
So. Well, we got a really cool subject that we want to get into, right?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
I didn't write any of the things down that I got pictures for, so...
well, why don't we just throw pictures up and
Yeah, we're just
talk
going to wing
as
it.
we...
How about we do that?
Well, before we get to that,
Yeah.
I mean, it all kind of is relative. Things that I don't think you have pictures to. Just things that, like, I was looking online today at stuff, and there things that, like, we did that our kids will never do, or more than likely will never do. And it was simple, stupid things. Like, the first thing was stand up in the back seat of a car. You know, like, you do occasionally see a little kid hopping, but everybody, like, looks at him like, what an asshole. You know, like, we want to call
My
the cops.
sister used to sleep, like, in the back
Right.
window of the car.
When we
remember?
were kids, not only did we all like stand up and look out the back window, none of us wore seatbelts, bro. Remember the vinyl seats? Yeah, you made a sharp turn. There was three of us. We'd be like bing, 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 like we'd all, and then my friend would turn the other way. We're like bing, bing, bing. You
know
just
cars
slide
pretty well, right?
back. Okay, yeah,
We had a 1978 Ford LTD wagon.
sure, no, that well.
With the wood inside there,
Right.
8-track, the whole thing. And we got
Oh
it
my
later
God.
on after the 70s, so it was like a third car.
Right.
And
Well, a Jewish guy
it had
with a
an
wood paneled wagon.
It also had a seat facing the back of the window.
Yes. What,
So we had like 15 people could go in there.
bro? What about when the seat wasn't even put down? That's what me and my wife were talking about that today. Me and Jen were talking about that. She's like, remember
used to
when
lie on
when
the-
10 people got in the friggin' station wagon?
So we used to lie where the friggin' brake light is.
Right,
We used to lie on the
right.
back of the window
And
there.
you'd be like, all right, put the window down so you can breathe. So now the window's down. You're one fucking pothole away from... It was Spawn.
I know, it doesn't matter. I'm also doing
Oh, wait, I was saying with the Jewish guy's making the sign of the cross.
I'm worried.
First he admits to owning a wood-paneled station wagon. That's probably still on the road today.
No,
it's in Brooklyn, I'm sure.
No, I took it to... Where did I take it to? I took it to New York, and the oil... Something happened to the oil, and it went on fire. And I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy gives me a cup of water. He says, come back for more. I go, it'll be dead by then.
This is how great those cars were. I had, in 1974, Chevy Impala mint green. All right? My friends put boat lettering on the back, called it Oscar, right? This thing was a beast. You know the arm that comes into the radiator, and then the hose goes
Right.
underneath? That cracked, right? The metal cracked. I went to the store, and I got this stuff that you mix, like clay,
Right.
and it dries metal, and put that over the thing. The car lasted for like another year.
Right.
It cost me $100 to
It was
change my
epoxy.
fucking light bulb because you have to take the whole fucking front of the nose of the car off.
Bro, we had calls, and there's no people. A couple people just asked about what's the phone number so they can call in. We're not doing phone ins yet. It's coming, but not yet. We just had there was a special guest that called in. Mike All was asking, and
Tony's going to be calling every week.
right. We will eventually take quick phone calls, but
We got to get used to this.
Not yet. We're still right.
We still started late because we're trying to get things done. And
But we will, Mike. Eventually, we'll let you call in, and we'll
if anyone's out there that knows how to make coffee when Craig gets here, it'll help us start on time.
Excuse me, Craig was here with both
Mike 400 Dunkin' Donuts in the way here.
Not
I'll
only-
give him a Dunkin' Donuts card.
Not only did I make my own coffee tonight and be sitting here, I made Buda's
Thank
coffee.
you.
There you go. And I was sitting here on a timely fashion. I don't give a shit about you. I'm sorry.
You guys remember?
Generation.
You remember the click? Remember you would be on the phone with your friend. You couldn't hide a call that was coming in.
Oh no!
Click.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
everybody knew, and you're like, oh, you're getting a call. Like if you avoid it,
Yeah.
well, even out today,
What was
it
that
cuts
again?
out. It avoids it.
Party line. Did you remember Party line?
Oh yeah,
Dude. Then three-way came out, right? Remember Party lines were like they charged you, right?
It was 1976 or something like that.
Yeah, they charged you like $1 a minute.
right.
But then three-way came out. So what happened was, one friend would call you, then you would call a friend, he would call a friend, she would call her, he would call her. You had 20 people on the phone.
You hang up really fast and you get the dial tone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You call them out.
Did you ever do this shit? You could do it while the phone's ringing. Not a lot of people knew this. Like, I could call you while it's ringing, call him, and then just fucking hit, and the two of you are like, what? You called me? No, I didn't. What the fuck?
Whoa,
I could barely make a phone call now. You'd think I had that kind of skills back then, bro.
My dad,
One.
my dad was the last person probably to ever get call waiting, and I remember well before he had it. My dad, like, if he doesn't want to talk to anyone, he'll just make up an excuse and say, I gotta go, something like that. So, I know his, like, yeah, they can hear me,
Okay.
I have it on.
emergency breakthrough.
No, my
Remember that?
dad.
Yeah.
I called my dad for something. I was talking about a story, and he's like, "Oh, I got another call. I got to call you later." I'm like, "Okay, Dad." Now, you never had call waiting for until 7 years after that. I called him back like a minute later and I said, "But Dad, by the way, you don't have call waiting." He's like, "Shit." You don't know.
I thought he was going to say he waited 7 years to call
You
him back.
remember emergency breakthrough?
Yep.
Sure.
Before call waiting?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, I had a friend of mine that would do it a lot. If he couldn't get through, he would do emergency breakthrough. And then you'd be like, "What's the matter? Everything all right?" "Yeah, I just want to see what's going on." Like, did you pick up the dime bag? Like, we're going to get high. You know?
My sister. Do you remember emergency breakthroughs? I love her. We're just like on the same.
You always feel like the operator knew you were bullshitting. Like you had to get that voice. "Oh yes, emergency breakthrough, please, for Rich." You had the deep voice. You're 12 years old.
Well, I used to fake out the fucking collect call. Like if I needed a ride home, they're like, collect call from Grandpa. I'm at ShopRite. You know what I mean? What was that commercial? We had a baby. It's a boy.
Oh yeah. Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. That's it. When you call right with the emergency and will you accept a collect call from Bob? We had a baby. It's a boy.
And then you had the Star 69 and Star 69.
Yeah, that's all the
Star
new
68,
stuff.
Well,
69.
that's not even new. That was back in the
Star 66. Did you ever do that?
Which one was that one?
That's like if you want to
It blocked your call?
No, if you call on a radio station and it's
keep on
busy,
dialing for you.
you hang up and then it'll ring back to you when it's clear.
Star 69. You call if someone didn't leave a message on your message machine.
Right, that was your first redial. Not
They would
redial.
tell you got a call from 6-7, whatever.
Unless they did star 6-7 and then it came up
For just
private.
99 cents, you can hit 1 and it'll dial it right now. Remember?
I swear I have somewhere. I'll show you guys. I saved it. My parents gave me a whole bunch of papers. I didn't know it cost 99 cents.
Oh, my God.
I did like 150 that month. It was like the summertime.
What about Santa Claus? Did you ever call Santa Claus when you were a little kid?
Oh, yeah.
The Santa hotline, but
Yeah.
that was 99 cents a pop too.
Yeah.
And we
They
found
have it
out
on the internet now.
Right, but the same thing.
Yeah,
You used
no.
to-
Well, it's you put the kid's name in and everything, and then you're like, "Come on in,"
Right.
And the joke, remember the joke line? You'd call for a joke every day?
Yeah, but I never did that. I knew it, but I never did
No
it.
jokes. What?
Right. But yeah, the Santa was like, "Ho ho ho! You've been a good boy," and you hear like the jingles. Huh?
Buda, they still have Star 66 or no?
I don't know. So I put a bunch of files with Craig's suggestions and me, and we put this whole thing together. So we're gonna get. Did you have anything else that you wanted to say before we put the pictures up?
Well, yeah, just things like
Go to the payphone, the phones.
yeah,
file.
because we were talking about we're talking about phones now. Like we were just talking. Tonight's topic is things that we did growing up, and our older brothers and sisters and parents even. But our kids, my kids did. They were on the cusp because my kids are a little older. But your kids won't experience most of what we're talking about.
Here's an example.
Did we? How many people? Look, Craig is gay, you bastard.
I didn't do anything. Here goes Castle Grayskull.
Oh no!
And the curtains. That was worth it, folks.
I'm sorry.
You knocked over the
I'm knocking out the whole set.
I saved that Castle Grayskull for
20
30
years.
years. And it's broken now. Don't worry about it. Leave it
3
there.
earthquakes here.
I got it.
Craig is gay.
Apparently,
Oh my God. What the hell?
it's only in 3 pieces.
Just leave it. Just leave it. I need you to sit down and continue.
This is coming to you live, not on film.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
When I get home, if my wife Trixie tells me I told you so, I want to punch her right in the mouth.
The screen went dark anyway. They didn't see the thing.
Really? We're dark?
Yeah, don't worry.
Why does that keep happening?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, look,
Camera,
this
same thing.
is something that our kids will never, ever know about. The dirty, skelly. Look up here. Can you see up in here? Look, old cups, bottles. That looks like a fucking roll of toilet paper, like a half a roll of toilet paper. So someone was shitting, apparently, after this guy had ass sex. He,
Do you want to know how far I took this joke? That I went online and downloaded graffiti fonts.
Did you really?
While you were here, I just did that.
Well, what's the next picture? Let's see how many. Let's see how many.
No, I only did one.
How many of these things? Look, you had to use to touch this. Look, 5, 10, 25. That's change.
Dude, I'm licking my lips right now because all the diseases on it.
Oh my God! Kids used to have to put your hand on here and jiggle this if the friggin' coin didn't go through. Some of these machines, and this is even a newer.
Why we didn't get sick.
Look, this is a newer picture. 50 cents. It used to be a quarter. When I was a little kid, it was 10 cents. Yeah.
10 cents.
And then it went up to 25. And that is the nastiest thing in the world. You used to have to put your finger. Oh my God!
Stay on it.
You remember when you put the quarter in and you feared if you heard it go because you knew it just traveled through everything and came
You know
into
what this
here.
reminds me of? the most disgusting thing also, I mean, you couldn't touch it, but it collected the dust as it came down when you bought it.
Right.
The gumball machine, remember?
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
The first line was herpes.
It looked like a snowball.
The clap. And then it comes all the way up.
This reminds me, have you ever
God
seen...
forbid it hit the ground, you would just pick it up and eat it.
Yeah.
If you ever seen the 80s movie Flash Gordon, when they have to put their arm into the tree,
Yeah.
and if they grab the wrong thing, they get poisoned and killed? That every time you had to go in for your quarter, God forbid you used 2 dimes and a nickel, man, you had to really pull more than one coin out of this. And people used to spit in them on purpose, like, because people are friggin' gross. My mother worked at the mall in Staten Island. She worked in Sears for 32 years. There was a whole bay of payphones. And, back up until 10 years ago, no one had cell phones. They had to use these. People would come by daily, almost every day, and put Vaseline on the handle. So when you grabbed it, you'd grab Vaseline. They'd put Vaseline on the phone and gum. They'd spit on it. So if you picked up the phone, you'd have to look at it. First, you have to break out paper towels or something to fucking grab the phone. And then you'd have to look at it. You have to look at the buttons. And then you have to look in here because people would put shit in here.
I just picked the phone up and used it. I didn't do all this protection.
Let me tell you a story. I got as a gift from some old lady, like 400 minutes on a phone card in like 2002. And I'm like,
Look how
I felt bad.
Look at the saliva.
Go to another picture, too, while you're talking.
I felt bad, so I don't use it. The only place around had a working phone was
Where's this, fucking England?
I have no idea.
NB Tel. North Britain Telephone. Look at that phone in there.
New Balance? No.
I'm sorry.
Look how fast the phone booth was going by.
Oh, yeah.
Look like the phone booth
It's
is
old school.
There you go. Look at that bad boy. Kids would not.
Actually, that's a newer one.
Yeah, it's a retro. But kids wouldn't know how to dial. Remember, I mean, now we have to do the whole like 1718-1732, whatever your area code is. But remember when you just had 7 numbers to do? It would always be the last friggin' number.
It the oh shit phone because every time you dial, you get like the second to last number.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go all the way. I'm like, I don't know.
Or your finger slipped out.
When I first,
you were like,
my sister just reminded me that when I was like 5 years old, she was like 2 or 3. I called 911. Like my mom told me, only call 911, and I just called to see if it worked. And I hung up, and they came to the house.
Yeah, I called Japan when I was a little kid because I just hit the over. Kids you hit the same button.
Yeah.
It was like whatever 112 or whatever was the overseas phone number, and then I kept calling, and the overseas operator actually called my house back and asked my mother if there was a little kid at the house because they didn't want to charge. They were going to get hit with like $20 or $30 on fees for me calling Japan. Fast forward 20 years, my son did the same thing calling like Germany.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Look at the placement of this phone. It's a freaking handrail right there walking up. It's like up the stairs.
If you need
reminds
to,
me of the phones inside the airports where you'd have to put your credit card in.
look, Hoser.
Frank Fury said, "What would Superman do today?"
Shit.
Show the one with the one in the airport.
Look, this must be Canada, bro. Look, Hoser. Take off, eh?
I'm going in order. Hold on.
I'll go whatever the next one is.
I am. That's in order.
Oh,
Before and after.
After and after. Look at that thing all ripped out. Look, New Orleans laptops.
Hey, there you go.
NoLaptop.com.
That's great.
Product placement.
Yeah, no shit, right?
We got to figure out how come it's so dark.
Yeah, Frank, how does look at that one?
Look at
What's
that.
that?
That's where you stick your head inside the thing and
For
talk,
privacy.
so that people can't hear you.
Right.
Susie, yeah.
Actually, this was Mark.
Where is that?
This is Mark from Orcs.
Yeah.
Cordless phone. This is how he called Orson when he was
Mini
on the
Me
road.
would spin and he'd be singing.
It looks like a seat, right?
Come in, Orson.
Hello, Orson. Mini, 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 mini.
Oh,
Look at that nastiness. Now that looks like blood. See all the splatter?
yeah, that's in Patterson.
Is it? After
No dial.
No, yeah.
No dial tone.
No dial tone. Look, they're telling you can call, but there's no dial tone.
Yeah, look at this. Doesn't even have a handle. You got to turn the knob.
Turn the knob, bro. Look at that. Look how this is the way every friggin' phone.
This was a
looks
newer
like.
one though, because not like in the '90s. Because look, it had the volume button.
Right?
Remember?
Yeah, but it was still only 25 cents.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Where they had the button for people's hearing. But could you imagine having to put your finger in that fucking thing to get your money out of it? That is so disgusting. But at the same time, how many people had like we weren't suffering from mold? Nobody had any kind of bacterial.
No one was using the handset.
Do you remember the 227?
Look at that.
Do you remember the 227? He had 227, and then you hear a dial tone, and then you dial the phone number and hang up, and it would ring the phone back.
Oh yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Away. Remember you know what we used to
I remember
do?
the show
We used to drive
227.
around in like Patterson and write all the phone numbers down to the payphones. Yeah,
And call 'em?
'Cause
Well, you
they
could dial
used.
star whatever, and it would tell you the phone number of the PlayStation.
Well,
It didn't
before
have
that, they didn't have that. But we
Like
would
black
call
and
them.
yellow,
in the,
black and yellow.
We'd call them in the middle of the night, and like crackheads would answer the phone.
I'm inside the phone booth.
Bro, we
One
would.
time I was flirting with an old man, and he like wanted to meet me in the park. It was
So how
sick, for
did
real.
it go?
It went well. He told me how to give head real well.
It was nice.
Frank Fury, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's going on, Frank? Frank Fury, another funny guy, a producer, a comedy producer, show
Is this the
producer.
airport or no?
I have no clue where.
Yeah,
it is.
it's just a
Probably.
phone bank. That's what they look like, man. All right, that's far too clean for our conversation.
This is the one outside.
Oh, look, that's Commissioner Gordon's phone right there. That
Get me
is
somebody, anybody.
the bat line right there.
The battery is at 3%. I'm going to lose the channel.
Where's the wire? Because I have
Give
give me the wire because I have an extension cord over here.
Yeah, one?
Yeah, I have an extension. It's all plugged in, ready to go. Just give me his.
I had the wire right here. It's here.
Pretty soon we won't even have extension cords, guys.
Yeah, we're on our way every week. That phone goes right from Commissioner Gordon's to
You know, it's
the
funny.
Batcave.
Today I asked Zachary, I showed him a picture of a cassette tape. And I said, do you know what that is? He goes, yeah, that's a transformer. 'Cause you know
Well, do
what?
we have it? Well, he's
Sound
busy
wave.
right now looking for this wire.
He will.
Yeah.
Did it fall forward out
He
here?
gave it to me before.
Oh, well. If he dies, he dies.
It's not laying out forward here in this pile of
The
wire,
little
right?
black one, man, right?
Bear with us, folks.
Little black one. Yeah, we're a very professional show.
We're trying.
It's funny, I never heard little black one in like the same sentence.
All right. Throw. Just throw it.
Please bless this brother with his hunky
Here,
weenus.
Let me put. You got
Give me,
to
would
gently
you?
put-
Can you? Give me.
Would you?
Oh.
Can you?
No, it goes only one way. The flat
Can you
side-
name that movie?
Flat side's away from the glass.
Aim for the
Go
flat
up here.
top.
Yeah, look at the flat side. I believe it. Just don't push it in hard because the Dell sucks with that thing.
Can you?
It doesn't
Flat
go
side goes which way?
away from the glass.
All right.
I believe.
You believe. You were
Aim
wrong.
for the flat top. He had a 50-50 shot.
Good.
Yeah. Well, it got darker, but whatever.
It's charging now. We have this awkward wire. All right, move on. What else we got? We can get off phones now. Unless you have something. Do
Okay.
you have anything really skelly and dirty phone-wise?
No,
I
no.
mean,
No, that's it.
just that nice blood one from the blood splatter of some guy fucking coughing up his lung or getting his ass whooped. Bro, when I was a kid growing up, we had a payphone on the corner like in town, and that was like the drug dealer. Everybody had beepers. We didn't have even cell phones. And when pages came out, I was about 14, 15. Started getting pages, beepers, and you would beep this. You know, you
Pagers.
remember the pages, bro?
Yeah.
We would
The
call,
pages.
and we would beep the guy on number, and he would call us from the cell. He would hang out on the corner of Main Street and Amboy Road in my town, and that's where the phone was, and that was like his drug hotline, like so he wouldn't get caught.
That was one of my favorite commercials, just Smart Beep. The blind date commercial. You ever see it? It's a blind date. The guy goes and gets her. She comes out. He opens the door, lets her in. She farts. He walks around the end of the car, gets back in. It's a little car. And sits down and goes, so, have you met everyone? And then there's two people in the back seat that she didn't say.
say
So
no.
it does all Smart Beep, blah, 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 at the end of the commercial. And he goes, I feel the excitement, like we're going to have fun tonight. Do you feel it? And the lady in the back goes, I felt it! Great commercial.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
commercial.
Smart
had
Beep
beeper,
fart.
right?
Oh, I had one.
I had
Oh,
a beeper until the Nextel phone came out. Remember the Nextel push the
Sure.
phone? Best invention, I still think. Of
We use those at work.
Yeah,
use them at work.
next time I was to say, as a plumber, we were using them. One company still swore by them because they never failed. Like even when there was issues with anything else, Nextel worked. Like the
Because I used
Go
to,
ahead.
when I was working with my brother, I would take
Bad
the truck
phone.
out. I would take the truck out, and
What
you
about
know,
the bad phone?
I always
What's in
forget
the bad
something.
phone?
And
That's what I said. It said Commissioner Gordon. What do you think that is? Batman.
Bad phone.
missed
Anyway,
it.
so,
Good listening.
Let's go video games next.
Someone said I don't even have this. This is a good one. My sister said candy cigarettes.
Nice.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So
Yeah, remember they used to smoke.
what,
They
whatever was the next folder?
Oh, there's not. Well, we skipped the folder.
they still have the candy cigarettes, but we were kids. They had the candy gum ones that would blow smoke. The first two things they would.
Computers, games.
Hey, go to the park.
Okay.
At the park. Remember going to the park? There's things that you can't. They aren't at the park anymore. Seesaws are not at the park.
Well, a lot of the ones where you sit and the merry-go, the one,
that's in there.
when you hold it.
This is not in anymore.
Look, if you notice in this picture, this guy's riding a quad without a helmet.
Yes.
Today's society, if you want to ride this, they want you to wear a helmet. You have to wear a helmet to go up and
They
down.
had this at the what you call They have one of these at just one now at Doorbrook. Still.
I mean, they're still around. Seesaws are still around, but they're becoming.
They have like a bicycle tire under both sides. Or something.
It's
So
ridiculous.
Come
You gotta
on.
put a seatbelt.
No,
Yeah.
The best was like you let your friend go and his ass would hurt for him.
You're asking me? I could launch 3 kids
Wait,
with one
yeah.
step. I used to put one foot on each side of those.
Oh,
Look at this thing.
Nice.
Fucking metal slide. Remember that?
Remember how hot
Oh, you know what we
in the
used to do?
summertime, and you'd be like,
I do a whole.
You go down
I
and-
do a whole bit about it. We used to we used to pee on the slide. That's how.
oh, to cool it down.
that looks like Action Park. Remember Action
Yeah.
Park?
I
We'll
love-
get to Action
yeah.
Park because I really want
We're not
We
even going
had
to
a
get to
slide-
Talk tonight, but that's something we'll have to talk about.
We had a slide like this in Nutley.
Did you really?
Yeah, it went down the side of the hill.
Because Action
We used
Park,
to
you
ride
would
our-
never go without coming home cut.
We used to ride our bikes down that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man. We didn't have one that big, but we had the metal
On
slides.
that whole thing, man. That's what I would do.
What a nice guy.
Oh,
Look, we used to do that.
Oh, now this is the picture I was telling you about. Now, you see this picture? Seeing this picture, I was like, wow, we used to do this. Like you just said, we used to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't girls. We didn't wear skirts, but at the same, once in
did.
a while. But, you put one friend on the front, you put another kid on the back, or on like this, pulling them
She's pulling on a skateboard.
on a skateboard. Bro, I seen this picture, right? I told my wife, I'm like, oh, look, remember when we used to do this? Then I started reading the article that came with this picture. It had nothing to do with kids having a good time and having fun. It was that they weren't wearing a helmet. And this was dangerous, and they could all get killed or seriously injured.
Will be okay with that.
Now, if they all were wearing helmets and knee pads and elbow pads, they would be a little bit better. But yeah, that's what this. Look, 5 miles an hour is the speed limit in the background.
By the way, we have a request from the chat room.
Yes.
They want video of me and you on a seesaw. Because he can't get me up.
You know what's so funny? Thanks.
No, we would do. I'll give
There's
you.
no way you would get me up. You know how much jumping I'm going to have to do?
You guys are going, and I'm going to keep on handing you turkeys from ShopRite.
See how many
How
of
many frozen turkeys it'll take to get you up.
It was Craig plus 13 turkeys to get Buddha off the ground.
You're such a dick.
No, but you know what? We should do that, and it'll be a one move. See, it won't even be a seesaw. It'll be a C or a saw. It'll be like, and I'll just be my feet dangling and shit until he gets off, and then I'm going to come down pretty hard.
That was pretty fun. Big wheels.
Nice, the green, and this was the better of the big wheel. This one was so hard
I didn't have that one.
to control. The
I
green
had the
machine.
original one that
I had the big wheel, and then I had this. Well, actually, I got this like second
I
hand.
had a Hulk big wheel, and my friends used to make fun of me because it was.
green.
Well, no, but it was mostly pink because remember Hulk's pants.
His
were that-
shorts were pink,
Were
right?
The
pink.
original ones were like white and or yellow and orange or something.
Right? No, they were a pinkish color. It wasn't even orange. It was that pinkish color. Off.
Mine had the
Lavender.
handbrake. Mine had the handbrake.
Yeah, this was
Remember
Right, with
handbrake?
the pull for the back tire.
Yeah, well that doesn't
This-
have it.
Because I know they still sell these now, but the newer ones.
This came out in like the late 70s, early 80s. Because yeah, we had the traditional yellow, blue, red, big wheel.
Go anywhere, you'd have to get traction eventually. And
Right, and then it had the pull brake on the side, and it locked up the back wheel. This was your steering wheel and you pedaled. This one was insane.
My sister had strawberry shortcake.
The whole body moved back and forth
Remember
like
the
this.
wheels are hollow. You have to put duct tape on it. Like
Oh,
every
yeah,
other day.
after a week.
Yeah, after a week.
Look, for guys
For me, it was
8,
2 days.
9, 10 years old who really know how to ride.
I like to see us on those now.
Huh?
I like
What
to
else
see
we
us
got?
on those.
No shit, right?
That's cool.
But these were great, man. Like stick shift controls. Hug the road.
Look at this thing.
Oh.
How dangerous.
Look that.
You never had this? They called it the tilt-a-whirl.
Look at the big. Look at his gun. Look, you can see like it looks like an ass hanging out of his belly
Yeah,
right
but
there.
look what you're playing on.
Yeah,
Cement.
well, no, this is the newer one. This is that rubber.
Yeah, it's a
That rubber shit. But this is like, look, that kid's like 10.
If we had
She's
that
about
in
11.
school,
He's like
people hanging from
16.
there with their heads.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know what the fucking 30-year-old guy is doing hanging out with all these
Now,
kids.
you know how you make this game
Maybe
fun?
he's not, maybe.
You know how you make this game fun? You have to run through everyone to get
Right.
to the other side.
That'd be cool.
Look at these strollers and shit in the background. Look at that. That's badass. Like two babies. That's like a. That's like
Where
a,
are they?
Yeah.
Now this,
Tetherball.
remember tetherball?
This was
My sister
awesome.
broke her thumb in camp. I'll never forget the day. I had to,
You know, we didn't have this version. I had the one with the tennis ball with the racket.
Oh, right, that. Or what about
Oh
the Johnny
my God.
Bench batter up?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Bench batter up was like this, where you put the baseball on
and the
it.
ball pop up in the air and you'd hit
And,
it.
yeah. You step on the thing, it pops up, you hit it, but it's on a string, so it goes about 2 friggin' feet and flies back and hits you in the balls. Like, whoosh, whoosh, it would go. Whoosh, whoosh. If it didn't fall over, it swung back and hit you right in the choppers.
How about the
man.
net? Remember the net you throw the baseball at?
Yeah, and it would bounce back at you.
Pitch back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pitchback.
They still use it now.
This is awesome.
But this, you know what would be cool? A video of this little kid smacking it. It's spinning around and just smacking on the side of the head and not going flying. This is what I was talking about.
Now, we played a game. I don't know if Michelle ever played it with us because we were rough guys, but what we would do is we would go to 7-Eleven, okay?
Oh, you said
and
there
was 4 of us,
drinks.
right? There's 4 of us. So you would be strawberry, I would be orange, you would be Coke, and then somebody else would be
Why am
blueberry.
I strawberry?
Whatever.
I don't want to be strawberry.
Whatever color you want.
Why do I got to be pink?
And then one of the kids...
I want to be white.
Usually it was me because nobody would want to go on the tilt-a-whirl because nobody else would want to spin it while I'm on it. So I always had to spin it. Whatever color would be thrown up first, you lost. That's how we play in the dead of heat.
Thanks for getting that Reservoir Dogs reference, by the way. You
think Brian Spengler?
I don't know.
I hope he didn't die at that place.
But let me tell you something. You ever get hit with puke Slurpee? It's still cold.
That's awesson.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to do similar like the monkey bars.
Yeah, but those are the real monkey
That's not a monkey bar. It's what were they called?
A cage death match?
No. It's jungle gyms. That's what
a jungle gym. Yeah, monkey bars, jungle gym. It's
no,
all
monkey bars is the
thing
one
that you
you
swung. Yeah, but it used to be built into one of these, right? The jungle gym.
Monkey bars look like the Pentagon.
See, but now this is newer because it's on sand. We played on cement.
And you know what's so funny? Like Mike Bruschetti would do a joke. Right, everything was on.
Yeah, because when we were kids, if you fell on one of these and hit your head on the cement, you just were in the blue bus for a week. That's about it.
Mike Bruschetti does this joke about getting beat up when he was a little kid and he goes home with a bloody nose. And his mom's like, what happened? He's like, I fell off the monkey bars. And Mikey's about the size of you guys. You know, he's in that realm. And his mom's like, don't you lie to me, you little fat fuck. You can't even get on the monkey bars. Who punched you? He's like, now this is the one where you would make the
is that
noise.
Yeah,
you get a rusty trombone.
Yeah. And you'd leave your ass from here to here, your leg skin.
Hey, wow, where are your hands? They're on top. Look at that. You slice your hands on that thing.
And you know what's crazy? As much fun as these are, like kids, all this stuff today is like obsolete. Like it's around. It is around. But right, they made it to where it's not.
Oh, now it's plastic.
Right. With the little, again, we played on concrete.
We paint that. They didn't do anything. So the paint would chip in an hour.
Bro, this is probably lead paint. You know how many kids ate this and they're, all messed up now? Look, or you slid off, you leaned your head out one side and cracked the friggin' tree.
There was always some ass coming up when you were
right, you always tried to run up it.
Hey, wait for me, guys.
This is fun.
And then you hit him, you'd hit him in the nads.
Remember this?
Nice, look at that. No, I didn't have one of these, but I've seen them, but we didn't have these.
You stand down here.
Yep.
And
you
hold
it's
out to
fun,
the chain.
right?
Yeah, and you spin it. Look at the metal chains. Like this is
an umbrella.
my buddy Bonesy, his brother lost his eye on a swing set from a rusty chain, snapped when he was like 70 years old. 70. He was 70 years old. In the 70s, when he was like 7 years old, one of my good friends growing up, one of my best friends growing up, his older brother was about 8-10 years older than him. Yeah, this thing took out his friggin' eye, had a glass eye.
I almost killed 2 kids one time. This is a true story.
I never saw that.
You remember the backyard swings in the house? Well, they were pushing me, and I was on the horse thing, and I was too fat, and the pole would come out of the ground, and then one last time it came out of the ground, and we all fucking tipped. And there was a little girl standing, she got slammed into the fence.
Oh.
Yeah, she lived.
Yeah, she lived.
Oh, my
nice,
God.
sit and spin. Now this is a little more my speed.
This was
and offering me people from San Francisco, it's not sit and spin.
You would puke on this thing as a kid because you'd go so fast.
As a kid,
Mom, look at me.
As a teenager, and even a young adult. Well, I didn't have this color, but I had
the Mickey Mouse ball with the head.
That never bounced right.
No.
They always showed on the commercial, kids would be bouncing straight down the block. You get on that thing and you go like this way, that way. It would never go straight. You try your best to go straight, and it would shoot you to the left and the right all the time.
No different from a pogo.
But I was on one of these not too long ago. One of my little nieces had one a few years back, and it's still fun to sit on and spin. A little harder, my ass got a little heavier. The weight, everything's. I think the weight restriction is about 150, and I probably pushed it by about 40 or 50 pounds. But bro, we used to, as young adults, when we were playing around, like getting drunk and playing around, we would spin on these to see how much you could spin before you got like nauseous. As stupid as that.
It's so great that you were light enough at 16 to still play with something like that.
I was light enough.
Like 8 years old, I was banned.
Bro, I was light enough at 30. I was still playing on these. Well, I wasn't light enough, but I was still able to sit on it and spin it.
What do you next?
Just go.
What's next? What do you got?
The next folder. Just keep going.
And I got to tell you, the 80s music in the background is amazing.
I just said play whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
I heard whatever, so I didn't. That's fine.
Buda burned a whole bunch of 80s music we were going to play softly in the background while we were looking at this. You'd be like, oh, there you go. Hey,
Just go to whatever the first folder, after the park folder.
Yeah.
Now we'll sit and wait on the spin.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up twice.
Don't you? This is what you guys all tuned in for. Name this movie. Come on.
Okay, we're on cameras now, guys.
We did it last week. What about?
We're on cameras now.
What do you mean we're on cameras? Oh.
Oh, cameras.
Well, that's not quite a camera.
Well, it's
You used to
But
put the tape
this
in there
is the mini.
and close it.
Yeah, but this
VHS
came later too.
Yeah.
That's
Well, we're
the
not in
VHS
order. It's
scene.
just we'll just go.
This was you guys remember this, man? You put the like I
Super 8,
still
right?
have
Yeah,
Super
the
8.
No, VHS-C, I think. You would have
Well,
that's the adapter. You put the VHS-C thing in there, and it would
right, or the Super 8. 'Cause
Super 8, yeah.
I still have an old. I have Super 8s of like from when my kids
Yeah,
were
me
little
too.
that I need to transfer into onto DVDs. But we had this is Super 8.
I'll do that if you need it.
Do you remember Betamax? Do you have any Betamax pictures
Who
coming
knows?
up?
We'll just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. This
See 'em?
Oh God! You know what? I have one in the garage.
That's Super 8, right?
I have. Yes, it's that's yes. Even
can you turn the sound down a little bit, just because it's a little loud for us. Yeah, but that's not like the camera. Remember, like the camera with the. What was the one like when I was a little kid? The ones our parents had was that 35 millimeter. We had to crank it,
yeah,
and you had to crank it as you were taping.
That's old.
Yeah, but it was all the way up until the 60s. They had that.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
still have one of these.
Look at that.
We still have. My father has
What is it called?
slide projector.
Pictograph, yeah.
My father has all my grandfather's slides. Well, my uncle. Long story.
Now, the only way to transfer them is what?
They're they're almost like
No,
negatives.
They have this box that you put that slide
okay.
into, and it goes. If you ever need that Super 8, I do that stuff. So.
What, burn the slides onto...
Well, I have that too, but I have the box, and I bought a couple of years ago a Super 8 actual.
burn it like to DVDs?
Yeah, to burn it to DVDs.
I have a few I would love
I
to...
use this. This is what I use now.
Alright, cool. And none of you know he's pointing at a little box that he's using right now. He's like, I use this. It could be anything.
Bro,
this was the first...
that's not the first
Well, it
one.
wasn't the first, it was one of the early personal...
My dad, this is how dedicated my father
the
was.
VCR
The
strap.
fucking strap, right?
Yeah.
In Disney World with my fucking sister on his shoulders. And then he would go on Thunder Mountain. Like now you can't even bring
And she
a
was
phone.
still on his
You can't
shoulders?
even. He had this on Thunder Mountain. Whoa!
Right,
Hey!
right.
And he hit the fucking button and got no footage. We gotta go on it again. I got video of it.
Oh, that's great.
I would have thought you were lying if he said he had this and everything and you on his shoulders.
The Kodak disc.
I know your old man. He's a
No,
good guy,
he
but
carried
he's...
me.
Yeah.
He carried my sister.
This was a disc camera, if everyone remembers. It had, instead of regular negatives, it was a circular disc that you just...
Right. The little, almost like the,
Yeah, it was just
what do you
like
call
that.
those?
Quality
The
was
view,
10
the
times
viewfinder
better.
projectors.
Yeah, that's on there somewhere.
Yeah, I was, there was a couple of pictures of those. The one step.
Polaroid. They got rid of that last year, didn't they, or 2 years ago?
Still sell it, I think.
Yeah.
Now you can't get the film anymore.
Where you had where you take it like the song, shake it like a
Yeah.
Polaroid picture. But they used to always tell you don't shake it because that actually made the ink. Like everybody always shook it. Like that was you got to shake the Polaroid. But they said that's what made the picture sometimes a little watery because you were actually shaking the ink as it was still.
Hey.
You were supposed to just hold it.
Got Kenny Burmeister in the room. Now.
Nice, the Burmeister. Ken,
Burm.
do you still have one of these?
They are off computers now.
Oh, that was all the cameras?
Full cameras, yeah.
What was it? There used to be a joke with that. What was the joke with the Polaroid one step? It was like, what do you get when you cross a one-legged Pollock with a Mongoloid or something?
Yeah,
a Polaroid one step or something, right? Like,
You guys remember AOL? Oh.
I still have AOL.
Hey, play that. There's a sound bit in there
What do you mean?
somewhere.
My email, if anybody wants to email me, it's funnyman926@AOL.com.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
SkateUSA1 at AOL.com.
Nice,
know.
see? Bro,
Yeah,
I've had AOL since like 98.
I was the first 1,000 people to have AOL. I got a disc sent to me in the mail, AOL .10, at my brother's warehouse in, where the hell is it, Cranford. And you had to send, I had a credit card, but you had to send a check.
I know you remember it, but you remember Prodigy?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Before AOL?
The
Yeah.
BBS before that.
My name on Prodigy was Sir Talks a Lot. was like my screen name, and then when we went to AOL,
Mine has been Buda Joke forever.
well, mine's
Buda
been
Joke 74.
Funny Man 926, which is my birthday. Just like that, 74 is the year you're born, right?
We're gonna. I got a recording
yeah.
to see if you.
Sound good here? Is it in the same folder or no?
I don't know. Isn't it?
Those pics, reality shows.
It's not in the computer file that you were just in with AOL.
Old school.
Yeah, old school.
Is it right next to? Is it right next?
Oh.
You got it. All right.
I still hear this at my house.
This is what you hear when you ask Craig a really difficult question.
Listen, I get to it. I just have to compute.
That's great.
That's awesome.
You've got mail.
Nice.
He didn't play the whole thing. It's okay.
I guess that you had a hard time finding that soundbite because it was right next to me with the what dads do at the dance competition. Oh yeah. We just heard this. I feel like deja vu.
That's all right.
So, no, I'm just busting your balls, bro. All right, move
What else
on.
we got?
All right, so now
Computers.
we got computers. So we did AOL.
It's not going to be in order, but that's all right.
That's right. I didn't realize this was going to be this boring. I thought it was going to be a little more exciting. Well, you know.
Holy crap!
Nice. The
Yeah, those
advanced personal computer look floppy disks.
Yep.
5 1/4 inch floppy disk.
Do we have
Those are the big ones.
three and a half, 5.5?
Right, yeah. A and B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you have
they're,
any
in the
Vic-
computers. There's all three.
VIC 20, Commodore 64.
Here's the.
Yeah, you can scroll through a little bit. Oh, look
the
at that.
First Mac
Yep.
had it. My dad's got it.
Still?
Yeah. Green screen.
Do you still use it?
No.
The green screen with the little cursor that blinks. Like, shall we play a game?
Yeah, that was another Mac.
Nice.
You could lower the music a little.
Yeah,
Sorry.
turn it down. It's supposed to be soft, subtle background
Oh,
music.
I had to do the motor though. Right. So
I feel like we're in a bar talking over the band. Bro, what was...
So you have 5 1/4, 3.5 inch, and what were the other bigger ones? I don't remember.
I don't know. Show it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Look at that. Is that crazy?
Single side, Jesus.
Hold it. Nothing.
All right, move on.
Moving on.
We should move to this quicker because it's, IBM.
Yep.
Go into what was the next one?
What computer? Look at that.
That was the one.
Radio Shack.
Yeah, the TRS. My buddy
Okay, let's do games.
Louis G had this.
No.
Yeah, go to like games or. Oh, that's now. This is board games. Now, did you put all these together? Just
I don't
this
know.
one?
It's just games that we played.
Well, this is what. Could you put the sound down a little bit more? I had put a series of these pictures together. I don't know how they came across because I didn't send things proper. But this was a real board game. But back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, I mean, kids still play board games, but not that often anymore. When we were kids, we played board games. But like parents today say, "Oh, these new games, Grand Theft Auto, and all these Call of Duties."
Wolfenstein almost or no?
Yeah, it was similar to it.
Wolfenstein?
Yeah, it was very similar to it. But it was people all said about all these games.
Yes.
All these. That's how you started the game. But
That's how you spun.
that's how. Yeah, yeah. You
No,
didn't.
that's the Wii version.
But people talk about how games now are so violent and war related and everything. This is from like 1960. Escape from Colditz. You would not get away with putting a SWAT sticker on anything today except for a white supremacist.
Yep.
And look, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. See, I had that. I wanted to have an order of all the violent games like Risk.
It's in the room.
What
Did
is?
yours ever break as a kid or no?
He's got it in his room.
I mean, did you?
Oh, that?
Well,
Yeah,
because this-
I never had that.
Because this is still around to this day. I had them, and one always sucked. There was always one good one that you would hit it
They
right.
made an
It had
entire
like a-
movie about it too.
It had a
Did you
glass
watch it?
jaw. What steel? Real
Real steel.
Real
yeah.
steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was an original. There was a '70s version of that movie too. But
I didn't get to the board games. I ran out of time.
all right. But this game, there was always one that was weak.
Good job though.
I tried.
Listen, I busted my ass today putting a whole bunch of pictures
Greg
together.
sent me
Thumbnails.
842 thumbnails. So what that meant was
Listen.
I had to go find all the large pictures. So
But I put them in. I was putting them in order. I had all GI Joe pictures.
Google Earth all the pictures.
I had original Star Trek. I told you I had all the Star Trek characters. The dolls, the 1 foot tall dolls with the whole the
We're
bridge
gonna
with
do
the
a
little
whole show
spin
on
thing.
toys. Don't worry.
Look, lawn
Lawn
darts.
darts.
I sent you a picture
Someone
of.
said this.
These are illegal. Yeah, these are illegal now.
It's in my act too.
Yeah, well, this is in your act, and so is the swing. This you didn't even go into the seesaw. That's in your act too from before.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, pretty funny stuff. But
this is one of my favorites.
What, lawn darts? Yeah, we played this all the time. Oh, Mousetrap. Could you see a little kid with ADD now trying to set this up? I can't.
Measuring tape, yeah.
See, I bring it back for my son. You know,
Well,
what I
my
mean?
kids-
I teach them.
Bro, we
Your
still...
kids are 20. Mine's 8.
Right.
Go ask an 8-year-old what the fuck this is. They're not gonna know. My son knows.
It's actually
Seesaw.
Rorschach's. It's actually a.
But this too is the newer version. This is the new version of it. Because ours, the mouse didn't look that cool.
No, this is
The dogs, the cats, they were much more. But this
Well,
is
next.
these are games that you can still get, but kids don't play as
I
much.
rolled in Simon.
This game again, a kid nowadays with ADD.
Now you want to talk about how I love horror. How you wouldn't even think how you can make this into a horror movie. The last Paranormal Activity,
Right.
That's how they were communicating with the devil in the movie.
In the fifth
With
version.
Simon. Yeah, with the Simon.
Well, because
thing.
they already used the Ouija board, they used the Wii system, they used Xbox.
They
used like the Kinects with Xbox. They ran out of
It
things
was
to
scary,
use.
man.
Was it?
Oh yeah, it was a good movie.
But this Simon
Oh, it's
says,
okay. Do you know what the name of this is? Anybody?
Not Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks. Tiddlywinks.
No.
The reverse of ping pong. You remember?
Pong ping?
Gnip-gnop.
Oh, Gnip-Gnop, yes! Oh my god! Pong ping!
All your things on their side.
Yeah.
Bro, me and you said fucking pong ping at the same time.
That is the opposite.
It's the reverse. It's the opposite of ping pong. Pong ping? How stupid that's so
Both
funny.
of you said it.
I know.
Men. Nem.
Gnip-Gnop, but yes, now as soon as you said it, I remember it.
Is that's covered plastic though, right? It's all plastic. It's all covered.
Yeah.
all plastic, yeah.
I think we should call it pong ping.
That's great. Let me get some music here.
Don't worry about the
Gnip-gnop.
music. Just keep going.
Yeah, what's the next photo? Look, it's another... Oh, I know what this is. This is Gnip-Gnop.
Okay, we got some movie section now here.
Well, that was all the games?
That's it on the games?
Yeah. I don't have time.
Laserdisc. I still own one of
Those
those.
are movies. Laserdisc,
CD,
CD,
yeah.
mini CD. What's the matter? You mad?
No.
We'll get to games. We'll do a whole thing.
No,
on
I hear you.
I ran out of time.
It's like 10:30 already. Oh, now look at this.
That's an old school.
This is... Pete, look, but did you notice what was back there? Like Goonies,
Goonies.
Silverado,
Rambo.
right, Rocky.
Witness.
These were the hot movies of the time. I mean, if we keep going through here, what'd you say, Corn? Wait, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought-
Now you're moving like the wind.
Oh, you said keep on going. That's why I did that.
We sit on Gnip-Gnop for 12 minutes, but this one I'm trying to point out.
Silverado.
As I said, Silverado. This is one of my favorite movies. But this
Look at
kid's
the guy's outfit at the counter. Hey, how much for that hat?
yeah.
The
Oh,
socks.
I wouldn't
Wear
find this.
socks.
It looks good on you.
It looks good on you though. Yeah. Caddyshack. But which you would probably find in here. But kids wouldn't even know today to go into.
Video store.
Look, it's a video store and a record. There's movies. I mean, there's music all back there. Look, there looks like Def Leppard right there.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but it
This is the
looks
whole
like
porn section.
right.
Yeah.
All the well,
That's
that's
a video store.
right
It's
because
like
this is the
rental.
videos when they used to rent the videos. You know, you had the case out here, but you got it in like the black or the brown.
Clear or the
Nobody
clear.
The
will
cases.
remember the real videos before the blockbusters.
With the numbers on it, like it would be like 1,203.
Palmer video. Remember
charge you
Palmer?
$1 if you didn't rewind.
Shit, I had D&L video.
Please be kind and rewind.
Yeah.
Bro, I love that new commercial now with the old black guy with the 15 minutes to Geico. Man, I don't got time for that. Let me tell you, you want to save some time? When you return the DVD to the DVD store, don't bother rewinding it. That's the other guy's problem. You know?
Right, next.
There you go.
Who's collection?
Yeah, that's what our collections look like.
What, is this your
Yeah,
collection?
these are old pictures I found.
Oh, all right. Because I have, like, in my basement, I have tubs. I want to go through them and get rid of them.
Yeah.
I have like
Can't even
1,200
play 'em.
movies, like store-bought movies, these kind
They're
of
probably
movies.
dry rotted.
Well, some of them Jen want. Well, they're in the plastic sealed tubs.
Yeah, well.
Jen wants to try to go through them in movies that you can't get on DVD. She
You
wanted
can
to
get
burn
anything on
them,
DVD.
huh?
You can get everything.
Yeah.
Well, there's some things I don't think you can get.
Everything.
you get if you
Believe
get
me.
electric boogaloo, whatever.
Oh, I might have that. Electric
I
Boogaloo
have
2.
both.
You have part 2?
My sister got it for me.
Nice.
That's great. Here you go.
Look, I want to almost sit here and try to read how many movies.
That is the
The
original.
Shining.
That's like the original VCR.
Yeah, well, the
Where it
original
popped
one,
up.
I had it was a top loader like this,
You wanna
and it
hear-
was the wood paneling.
Me and my friend were watching a porno movie, right? And he hit stop, but he must have hit eject. So we're sitting there and we put the TV on, and it took like a second before. So his mother's walking by, and it popped up
as you walk by,
and it was. Thank God it was abbreviated. It said GWSC I'm not going to say what it is, but it's nasty.
What? Say what it is.
Girls who blank and eat blank.
All right. Well,
that's what we're watching.
Enough. That's
like, thank God for acronyms. You know what I mean?
The original Panasonic had a wired remote because we got one.
I had it
all the way. I mean, you'd have to like lean. It was like a 6 foot, 8 foot remote.
That's it. You had to lean into it, and it had the wood paneling on it, and it was like $800.
We had my Uncle Jeff sent us one from California. They didn't even sell
and that's what time it was all the time.
Actually, if you didn't get your PhD, if you could do that, they just passed you through school. Change the time, no problem.
Look, and these were the actual TV channels.
My mother drove me nuts.
But how many times when you were growing up did your lights go out? Like every other week?
Yeah, my mom wanted... But you know how I used to set it permanently? Black electrical tape. Just right over it.
Oh, put it over it?
Oh, yeah.
I used to just set it. That was like my job. And then that was my son, Michael's job. He was like 3 years old. He knew how to change... like, fix all the clocks on everything. And kid was calling everything. That's why he's so good with computers and stuff now. He was a whiz. 4 years old. He had like 25 phone numbers in his head. Yeah. The old VCR tape.
We're going. Okay, here we go.
I keep hearing clicking.
Yeah, well.
I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening.
Oh,
nice.
God.
Now
every phone call I ever had was recorded on that thing.
Right. Now this, I was going to say, this was... Right. This was this one. Did you find a picture of the black one?
I don't know.
The old
fucking
school...
matter?
No, I'm just saying the original...
I don't know. Keep playing shit.
Well, we can leave... No, see that last one that we were just on?
Yeah, I'm looking for...
Bro, remember the black square monotone like that with the handle that pulled out?
Yeah.
And it was like this big?
That's in there.
It's a radio, too.
Right, with the radio... Not even the radio one. I mean, this was...
There it is.
No, I wasn't even talking about that. I had this, but I was talking about the one like that you just showed, but it was black, and it had the handle on it, and it laid flat.
Same thing, bro.
No, this had a radio.
No, that other one, it's just a different model. That's
no, but I'm saying that was the newer version. All I'm saying is that thing, I had that when I was a kid, and that's how I used to tape. I taped Delirious, I taped Stripes, I taped Caddyshack, but you could only tape 45 minutes. The cassettes only held so much time. So I would tape it,
90,
and that...
60.
Huh?
90, 60.
SP, SLP, and EP. It was a whole...
Right.
Look at this. Remember 100 minutes? Do you remember 100 minutes? 120?
Right, the 90s?
Yeah, the gold stuff. Yeah, all these.
Right, that's like
one through like $4.
And when I said 40,
and one you get 12 for $4.
Yeah.
And bro, when I said 45 minutes per side.
Yeah,
it was a 90 minutes tape. So you got 45 minutes, and you had to flip it over. So that's what I had. Like I'd be listening to the thing, and all of a sudden it would like cut out, and you have to like click, flip
Make
it.
sure your song ended, and sometimes you'd have extra.
Well, it wasn't even music. I had like the whole movie of Stripes. I had
My father had one that would automatically fade the song out.
Nice.
When it was coming towards the end.
8 tracks.
8 tracks.
This is our LTD wagon. That's what we had in there.
Bro, look, the Sex Pistols. Bro, what sucked about these was, remember you had like 4 sections, 3 songs on each section.
Never had them.
And when you put it in, like say your favorite song was the 3rd track on section 2.
It was before my time.
You had to put on section 2 and listen to the first 2 songs they hear, because that's as close as you could get to the song was the section.
There was no fast forward or rewind. It was just track 1, track 2.
But look, Animals, Pink Floyd. In fact, we had, my sister and brother had probably this one, and is that, what do you call it? That's Frank Zappa.
Yep.
So yeah, my brother and sister had Lou Reed.
CDs.
Lou Reed,
bro. I remember when I was a kid, that was like the worst song in the world, like on the radio, because it said about a girl giving head. I remember my dad getting into a big argument with my sister because she was listening to that song.
My dad would just talk over that part.
And I was like 10, 12 years old maybe when that song came out. 10 maybe. And I just remember her arguing, Dad, it's just a song. Like, he's like, you're not allowed to listen to that. And now, like, listen to the music, you know?
This is how CDs came out first, boxed.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep, Dinosaur Jr.
They were like 20.
I had this one and this one, not that one.
I had this one.
I'm saying I had both of them, and I have them again in DVD.
DVD.
I had them in CD.
I had one of these.
I had them in cassette, and then in CD.
Mine tape with the
you could play them at the same time. Yeah. It would mix.
And when this came out, auto reverse, that was the most coolest thing in the world. Yep. Well, remember mixing tapes? I know you said you mixed a lot of tapes.
How many D batteries did that thing take?
Like
They
8?
took- no, 12.
Yeah,
And the
12,
handle
yeah.
broke. See how it's taped? All the handles.
Is this yours or someone?
No, this is someone had.
Everybody's
on the
handle
internet.
broke.
Yeah, because it
All
was
the
too
handles
heavy
broke.
for the
Yeah, he was
friggin'.
swinging it around like it was a
Right.
pocketbook.
Yeah, that's why like the brothers would carry it like this and shit because they knew
I
it.
fucking love that thing. Mine had the speakers where they would come off.
Look, the Walkman, the first Walkman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look with the tape counter,
Remember that?
rolling numbers tape
For
counter.
what reason?
The best
None.
technology, the best technology out of the Walkmans are when they came with the anti-skip.
CDs.
where they play like a
Yeah.
because for joggers you'd run, you bang 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 all the
Right.
time, but that was the
Well, the
best.
cool thing about
He
this
was
was if you were
jogging.
rewinding or something, you knew your numbers. Huh?
He jogged. I'm only kidding.
Look, to go before you keep going, like with this stuff, like stuff that I had written down, and I just wanted to talk about without even pictures, things that they don't do anymore, and these are things like me and Jen were talking today, things like kids using all like what kids don't do anymore. They don't use all their fingers to type. Like there's no typing like this anymore. It's thumbs. It's all this.
Or 2 fingers.
Yeah, or 2 fingers. They're not like typewriter typing. That
Typewriter is another one. There's a picture of one.
most kids don't write or mail a letter. And if you ask your kid what a stamp is, everything's email, everything's internet, everything's like
What a
that.
great adventure! Look.
Yeah, like a stamp. Like the older kids are like, oh, isn't that what I get it on my hand when I go in the club?
I know the school. I think your school does it also. They have that pen pal program.
Yeah.
Where they pick.
Oh,
a
they
school
write,
in the
right.
country, and the kids write back and forth. It's great though. I know my daughter.
Right, but that's about the only time they're ever going to experience writing like
bills, yeah.
long, because they don't even do homework like that anymore. Everything like what? Well, they do now, but once your kids get into high school,
Well, there won't be good luck finding a mailbox.
Bro,
unless you go to the post office.
my kids, and it started with my kids, and now they're both out of school. Half their homework, half their stuff, they had to look on the internet to look stuff up to do homework. Yeah. You guys are going to be all
encyclopedias.
right. That's
Dude, I was
on
at
my
the
list.
library- we were talking about it.
Look,
the library.
use. It's number 4 on my list. Use and hold a real encyclopedia. Kids will never do that anymore because if they want any information, they go right online.
Well, that's what Google
And I'm not trying to sound like old, but right, Google is the ultimate encyclopedia. And I don't want to go pick up a fucking book and look through the alphabet to find if I'm looking for Galapagos Islands, I got to find it between geckos and fucking
And you have to-
gynecologists or
one little
something.
section there, and
Yeah.
And you'd have to write down on your report. Got this,
Right, page 862. Right.
Yeah, well, that was called referencing, right?
Right.
In your
Yeah.
references.
And we had to do that. That
At
was
the
all.
end of the report.
But that's
my wife's a teacher, and they there's a program out there now on the internet that a kid, when they hand in reports and like for any grade, they scan this thing into whatever, and it searches the internet for someone else who wrote that, because these kids get
Right.
plagiarism now.
right.
You fail for plagiarism now, and she's called kids.
Wow,
And-
we can't find another comic for taking out jokes and hacking, but they can plagiarize someone else's homework.
Yeah, I know.
What the
What else
fuck?
do I have in there? I
Bro,
don't remember.
what about things that we should have talked about earlier? Blowing on a video game or the VCR.
Yeah, go to video games.
What about use your illusion? Nice.
Remember that joke? The guy who invented Atari died. When they put his casket in the ground, they blew on the casket before they put it in there.
Oh, did they really?
I have a whole video game.
Yeah, but that's we were talking about with the VCRs before. You put it in and it didn't work,
80% of these.
and it was static. You had to eject it. You put it in with your game, and then once the blowing didn't work, you had to take like a matchbook and fold it in half, like and put it.
No, you take the battery cleaner too, the battery turbo cleaner. And
Right. No. I'm just saying, like once it started getting a little loose,
Oh, yeah.
and you
What
take
you
like a
had to do
matchbook and you put it in there
you
just
wedge it- you're
to
talking
wedge it
about
in to tighten the
Atari,
game
yeah.
down. Yeah,
it's just a
Atari.
video game.
Yeah, right now.
Well, remember these? They
Oh,
had all the arcade games.
Bro,
Pac-Man.
This is Cubit, Pac-Man.
And Frogger.
I had all these, and I used to say Pac-Man. I meant to say Frogger. I had these not too long ago, a few years ago. They still had them, and then I thought, you seen that thing, that stupid
Yeah,
Pac-Man
I know
thing I
you
bought?
did.
I thought I was buying one of these. They sell them now, like cool
That's
up.
how old you're getting.
I know.
Well, they sell the
Bro.
arcade cabinet for the iPad now, right?
Well, they sell.
It's a cabinet like that.
Oh yeah, at Barnes and Nobles.
It's anywhere.
Yeah, you put your iPhone in this.
iPad it, and it makes the arcade game, and then you can use the joystick.
And you just download the games.
Oh no
$80.
shit!
Yeah. And
Barnes
it's
and Nobles
real.
has it.
I gotta get that. But these, I thought I was buying the Pac-Man one with the remote that you plug into your TV. And it plays a Pac-Man game. It's
It was
like
a
10,
remote
15
control
bucks.
Pac-Man.
It was a no. I didn't buy that though. I took it all out. I'm like, where does this plug into the
And it
TV?
made one noise.
It was a round Pac-Man remote control car Pac-Man, and that's all it did. Yeah, and the button for the sound was on the remote, And it went
That's
back, and I wound up playing with it with my cat.
Yeah,
I still
his
have
cat
it.
loved it.
That's funny.
But I thought I was buying one of these to plug into the TV. I was all excited.
Name the game system fast.
All right. I know GameCube.
Oh, that's GameCube.
He read it.
Is it, well, that's it.
Well, it doesn't. Oh no, actually, I didn't even see it there. I did look up there, but I know it.
I skipped this.
What
I
came?
skipped
What
this
came
generation.
before GameCube?
There was Odyssey
No, right before it.
on Nintendo for
Yes.
Nintendo. There was.
Oh, you had to.
Let me go through. It was Atari.
Failure.
20
No, Nintendo.
I know. I said let me go through.
Well, you don't have all
Sega.
night for that.
Sega Genesis.
No,
Nintendo.
Nintendo,
No,
motherfucker.
Nintendo product.
I don't know. That wasn't that a Nintendo product?
No.
Sega?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Sega became PlayStation.
Sega was Genesis.
No,
Genesis was
Sega's
Genesis.
done.
I don't know what was before GameCube.
You have it in there, 64.
Oh, what, the Commodore 64?
Nintendo 64.
Oh, Nintendo 64.
I'll stab you.
Is it in here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's got the weird controller.
Getting violent, huh? Maybe the day's almost over.
Super NES.
Just put them up.
Oh, yeah,
And I was trying to go through collectively the way I remember shit in my
Now,
head.
This one came before that.
Where
That
went
was a 64.
Atari
And what was the
2600.
greatest game on here? 007, James Bond, GoldenEye.
You know, all these you can play on your computer now, right?
Yeah, I know.
With the
We know.
emulators? Yeah, it's
We know.
crazy.
Click on the first one. Is Pong in there?
I'm going in order here, but
Yeah, just click on it. See, I didn't have time to
that's okay.
put them in order.
ColecoVision.
Yeah. Yep.
That was Smurfs.
And that's right. That's the one that we were
Smurfs
talking
on
about
there,
with the handle.
I don't
Was it
remember.
Smurfs or was that
No.
television? No, it was ColecoVision. That's right.
No,
Smurfs
Coleco,
is on
yeah,
that. Yeah, Smurfs is on that. And television had the best football game. Remember?
right. And television was the first one. That's what.
Baseball.
That's what I wasn't allowed. You don't have the picture of the Odyssey in there, right?
Oh,
No.
I'm going over
Do you remember Snake on this?
No.
You were a snake
Oh,
and
there
you
you
went
go.
around.
Still have that too.
Commodore 64. You were a snake and you went around in a circle, and every time you ate, the snake would get bigger.
Oh, bigger,
Yes.
And you couldn't hit
yes,
yourself,
yes.
and you couldn't
Right,
hit the
right.
wall.
Yeah, I love that game. I was actually good at
They
that.
actually have that game in Skylanders, a game that my son plays on Wii.
Right.
Like you play old school games to unlock thing. Like
Really?
yeah, the entire games from what we played.
Yes.
You play like one
Like
level,
like
and it like
Galaga.
unlocks shit.
Yep.
Oh, Galaga was the
I
shit.
still have the original one of this too.
What's that? Oh, you have
I
that?
have the original one still.
Do you even know what that is?
Of
Oh my god!
course, bro. I had like 10
I
of them.
played this in my car on
Bro,
going
I
to
played
Christmas.
these all the
I have
time.
the original of this and I have the original.
You know what I couldn't find?
What?
I was telling him the other day. It was horrible. It was it was like this. It had a steering wheel, okay? And it was a race car game.
Yes.
And it had like film strip. There
Right.
was 3
Yep,
rows.
yep, yep. I remember.
And cars would just like...
Right, roll, pause it.
And
You
if
had to
you
turn it
crashed,
back
the
and
thing
forth.
would light.
Red light.
Right.
Yeah, red light.
But it was,
And it would go-
the steering wheel was only like this big, though.
I have this and I have the original. one
And the
that
red light
shakes.
flash behind
the football
it.
game that shakes. Remember you put all
No,
the
I don't
buttons-
remember that.
Yeah.
I have the original one. I'm missing like one guy out of it.
Joe Anthony
Like, what
does
are
a
these-
joke. Joe Anthony does a joke about that. He goes, the most fun we used to have was we used to put the dog on the game. Because all it did was vibrate. The thing
This
just
is my
shut.
favorite. This is still my favorite system.
This changed video games forever.
Put Gyromite. I got a picture of Gyromite. Nobody remember. You remembered it today.
Yes, I remember the Gyromite system.
the
that you
Gyromite-
bought for this.
Is there- no,
Yeah, there's a picture of a robot.
This was
the
the
robot, right?
Yeah.
this was the greatest game system ever.
This is how
There
I
it
got
is.
it. That's how I got it. With Duck Hunt and
Right,
Gyromite.
right. But Gyromite sucked. Duck Hunt was awesome.
And I got Mario Brothers. Do you remember Mario Brothers?
Of course.
Not Super Mario Brothers.
No, Mario, the first
Yeah.
Mario Brothers.
I
Bro,
have,
yeah.
I have I'll bring it to you. I'm going to show it to you. I have a tape for the Nintendo system that a guy sent me from Japan. There's like 115 games on one Nintendo. You put it in, it has a whole menu system. It was mostly games that never came out, but
Right.
there were some good games like all the
Right.
But it was all Japanese. But
Right.
the great games are unbelievable.
And bro, I'm an OG man. I'm an original gamer. I started out with Pong. You know, we had
That's
Pong
in
when
there.
I was like 8 years old.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
You hook it up to
That was the
TV.
first. And
I
these are
sold
your
that
dials
thing,
right here.
$973. My first eBay sale ever.
Bloop.
Really?
970. The reason why it sold so much is because they made, let's say they made 600,000 units. They only made 400,000 power supplies. So any box that had a power supply got another because they don't make them anymore. Yeah, I mean, you can probably make your own now.
Right.
With a guy who knows electronics. But mine was in a box, never opened. Bought it in Arizona from one of these snowbirds out there. Took it home.
Look, the reset button, the novice. Remember, it was novice and expert. Click, click. You just or novice
And
1
there's
and
also-
2.
There's a switch in the back for tuning too. 'cause
Right.
Sometimes we go out of tune. Oh, this thing was great.
And then remember, like they came out a short time after this. They came out with this where it had the Pong and the cowboy one with the 3 shooting the stick figure with the rock. It was like a stick rock and the stick figures, and you were only able to point down,
Yeah.
straight and up, and that's how the bullets were like bloop, bloop,
Yeah, you'd
bloop.
have to know geographic.
Right, and the guys had to go up and down behind the rock to try to shoot each other. There it is.
Atari.
Look at that. I still miss to this day. That was my
Those
favorite
are the second
joystick.
generation,
Yeah, these are the newer joysticks.
Yeah, so they're the new ones.
Yeah.
The
That's
first one-
2600.
this- yeah,
isn't it?
the-
Oh,
right,
no, 7200.
That's the
The first one didn't have the button on the
That's
top.
460 games it says, right? Yeah.
Yep. That was 7200. It's all rusted. And
Right, this is what. Right, the games were built into the system.
Yeah. Yep.
That came out way later, didn't it? That was their salvation trying to
Rabbit ears.
rabbit ears.
They're gone. No, there's an Atari. The first Atari's in there.
But this is we were the antenna. When I was a little kid, you
Yeah.
were the antenna. I was the antenna.
You and the aluminum foil.
Go up there, right?
Yeah.
Hold it with one hand, put a little aluminum foil, bend it, lift your left leg, put your right arm up. It's perfect. Don't move.
Here's what your
Sega Genesis. There you go. And that's
Then
actually
they had Sega CD. That Sega Genesis went on top of.
yes.
yeah, but that like the first. I still have my first Sega system down. I have the original Nintendo in my basement still with like 50
Wasn't that
games.
the first Sega?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Was it with the 16 bits just
Sega
on top of
Genesis.
this?
I don't remember the bottom one.
No,
though.
this is Sega CD.
Yeah,
that was
right,
later.
I had that later.
That was 2 or 3 years later.
No, because I don't think the original one came out with the headset, the headphones.
I
in
was
it.
working at KB Toys.
I have it down in my
This
basement.
isn't the original.
No, this is the second
gen.
one, the
So
second
the
generation.
original didn't have the headset.
Right.
I used to sell
Really?
those at
Yeah.
KB Toys. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have it in my basement, bro.
There was
I
no
have
volume,
this.
There was no volume control in the
Wait,
original.
what was the first game? I thought the first game was Altered Beast.
No, the first game was Sonic.
So,
It's why we got the Sega Genesis. Sonic the
Sonic the
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog came with it, and then later on they came out with the newer version that had better graphics. That's why they had the CDs.
Right. Because I'll tell you right now, me and Jen, when this first came out, we were together, and we were together 24 years. So this is 24 years ago when this came out. We were just together, and I got it for her for Christmas because we were big Nintendo fans. We played Nintendo, and Sonic the Hedgehog came out. It was the new release, the newest game, the coolest new graphics, and you had to buy the system to get the friggin' game. So I got this for her for Christmas, and then we got PlayStation 1 came out, then PlayStation 2 came out. I have all those systems
Fucking
still.
Zelda, man.
Remember Zelda? Jen was a...
Two games. There's a two. Zelda I loved, but it wasn't.
I didn't
as hard.
like Zelda.
Two of the hardest games I've ever played
Jen
in my
loved
entire
Zelda.
life to this day was, first of all, Ghouls and Ghosts. You couldn't
Oh,
pass
yeah.
the fucking third level.
Yeah, it was impossible. I used to give up
It
on
was
the
a
game.
glitch. Yeah, there was a no. That was Nintendo.
Okay.
And the other one was, I don't know the name of it. Maybe somebody could help me in the room. You were a girl, and you were in a car, and you could move the car up the walls, and the music was cool. You can get out, and you had to go into little things, but no fucking save. You had to beat the entire game and pause it.
Right, you could. There's no
There
save.
was no
points.
save. Does anybody remember what that game was called, man?
No, but what about?
Remember Atari, the adventure game with the dragons, and you'd have to get you'd go into a special room, and there'd be like
Yeah, that was in the movie Big.
the microdot. Yeah, you got.
Oh,
the
right,
microdot,
yeah.
Yes.
You used to
that's the one.
type strike this guy with this.
Yeah.
That wasn't an adventure. That was the.
That was another game. I
That
remember.
was on the computer. This was
What about like Dragon's Lair?
Nintendo.
Dragon's
man.
Lair, that was the first
That was
interaction.
that was the first comic book game interaction,
yeah.
but
with more than one endings.
right, alternate endings, alternate screens, and it was the first not comic book, animated
yeah.
cartoon because I have it, and now he has it too.
Frank Fury drew his own maps for Zelda. I remember doing that.
Nice. Oh yeah, you'd be able to
Remember
create
before it came out.
Oh, you used to draw them in a book,
Yeah,
like
we
to
used
remember.
to write it down to remember where we had to go because they didn't have the maps yet.
Dragons or no? When you were a kid.
Yeah, I played a
board
little
game?
bit. No,
I was big in that,
The
man.
card games?
No, with
No,
the books.
D&D with the
and
books.
yeah.
My buddy
What was this
Bonesy, my
video game, guys?
Colucci.
Come on.
Want me to Google it?
What, the one with the girl?
Yeah, it was a girl for Nintendo,
Who else in the chat room talking about stuff?
and we got Frank Fury.
Is my wife in there? I haven't
Yeah, your
heard
wife's
nothing all
in
day.
there. Your wife's in there. Michael Alfrey.
Right, Mike's
My
always there every
my
week.
sister is in there. We had, I don't know, we have 14 people, so everybody say hi.
Hi, everybody. I just haven't heard any mention of the wife
The
in
first
there.
Zelda was great, but this video game
She was
on
great.
Nintendo.
Zelda. She's great at like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, you're killing me.
All these.
Mega Man, remember Mega Man? Those were fun.
Oh. Yeah, Mega Man, Metroid.
That's it!
Metroid.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah,
Metroid!
Metroid wasn't the chick game.
Yeah,
you're
it was,
talking
you
about.
were a girl in the car.
Right, I
with the
remember
tank with the
Metroid,
gun.
but oh really?
Yeah, and you
I
would climb-
I remember the name
you
of
would
it.
climb walls. Thank you. Fuck it. Did you Google that or you just came to you?
Came up with it because you said Mega Man.
Fucking Metroid, man.
That motherfucker
That
been googling
game-
over there 5 minutes.
Craig, you could not save. You had to play the entire game through. Like, why did they do
Right.
that shit? And my mom would shut it off, like, because it was on in your room. I'm like, Ma, you have any idea what you just did?
Because
Right.
Oh, fucking Metroid.
Metro, man. What about, remember, like, Castlevania?
Oh, yeah.
I love those games, man. Castlevania 1 and 2.
We did this before, but wasn't this the one with the game built into it, or no?
No, that's just
No, it's
TV.
regular. No, but look, like,
The
Technicolor.
knobs?
You see the color knobs? Like, the color. Well,
This
all
is
these
before
pictures-
remotes, kids. Hey,
we were the remotes.
Richie, if you go out of the folders into the main folder, put
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, that's the original.
That's
card.
the original right there, man.
I remember when we got, you had the breakout
Color,
control
black and
panel.
white.
You had the breakout control panels, and then if you bought the racing one, you got
The circle dials.
the circle dials.
Tennis. I got it with tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what system came out with the ball for Marble Madness, and then you played with Centipede too. Remember?
No, that was Activision. I mean, in television
Was
with
it?
the ball, right? In the thing. I think that was in television. With the,
Who made track? Remember Track and Field?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That was Nintendo.
With that, yeah.
That was NES. And you
I
know
had-
how we played that game? My friend taught me. You have the controller and you get a plastic spoon and you put a pencil underneath it and you go like this and it smacks it. Yeah.
I had. You remember Atari? I remember being sick once, and my parents bought me this. It was Atari Stunt Cycle. I don't know if you remember it. It wasn't plugged into it. It was its own unit. It had handlebars. Okay, you can go, grab the handlebars.
Right.
Plug it into the TV, and they had the ones where you could jump the buses.
Right.
You jump the buses.
I didn't
and
have
then
it, but
the bus
I.
on, and then they had the one where you'd have to go over the different.
Yeah, I didn't have it, but I know the system
Yeah,
because we.
River Raid, you remember River Raid?
My dad was big on not letting us, like, we couldn't have everything, like he didn't want us to be spoiled.
I still have my patch. I'll bring it next week. What the hell's the one with shoot.
Fishing?
No, you'd have to swing over the
Pitfall.
Pitfall.
I was just looking for it for my
I had
phone.
Pitfall. I beat Pitfall. Got the highest score. I took a picture of the TV.
Right.
And Stampede. Remember Stampede?
Yeah, Stampede was
Those
great.
two I still have.
Activision was
And
great.
Kaboom.
Kaboom was good.
Kaboom, yeah. That one, yeah.
Missile Command?
All those games.
Centipede?
Asteroids.
What was the one where the guns are always going off and you just... The one joystick makes the guy move and the other one makes it point the way you're shooting. And all these
and it
things
just
are on the
shot
screen.
all the time?
Yeah, and the way the board, every board, when you would clear it, go...
Right. I remember, but I don't remember the name. But I do remember the
Robotron
game.
or something? Robot something? If you go out to the main folder,
Right now.
put up the cable box.
Like, does your wife play games, bro? Is your wife a gamer at all, Rich?
Not that on the.
See, my wife. That's why I'm surprised Jen's not going off in that. She's a gamer, bro.
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush now, but we grew up playing video games. Like grew up. I mean, we're together, 2.5 decades. We
Look at that.
played games.
If you hit 3 and 36,
You got HBO.
And
Yeah.
you get porn. You get the porn with the waving lines.
Right, when you put channel 68 on.
Yeah, or when you'd have to move it up a little bit, that little right hand thing, to get it in between.
Right.
Like the wah-wah bar on a on a keyboard, whatever. You'd get porno, but it would be when they moved, it would be all wavy, but when they stopped, it would be like that little line going down.
Right, remember WHT with Metro Home Theater?
Yep.
Which was just the one box, and the Atlantic Star came out or whatever,
Yeah, Atlantic Star.
Atlantic Pacifica or whatever, all that shit,
We bought
which
at
then
the
became
auction, my
cable.
dad came home with one of those legal cable boxes
Right.
years ago, and up until they went up to past 99 channel, you used to be able to watch anything on there. for
Right.
free.
Early days, we had the illegal cable box, and then
Then they went up to the higher channel,
and they started changing it, right, and you
Yeah.
couldn't do it. And then just like with the
Satellite.
There's a toy folder too.
Yep. The satellite too. I used to program the cards during the Tyson era.
Yep.
We're going to toys now, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna finish up.
yeah,
Let's finish up on toys. Some of the stuff is pretty cool.
I know what this is right away. Kerbangers.
there you go, man. Click clacks, cabangas,
Kerbangers, man.
either name. Two
the
balls.
original ones would give you'd lose a fingernail.
Oh, bro, remember?
Yeah. Or the power lines, you'd throw them up in the air like
Right, and you'd wrap them
Yeah.
around.
Well, they changed it. It was a metal pole with
Yeah.
the plastic triangles.
Right.
And just,
No. Originally, it was the rope. It was.
I know. I'm saying they changed
Yeah,
it.
they made it now to make it like
Now it
safer.
makes it easier for you.
Yeah.
Though. But
Right.
still, you can still buy the original ones on eBay, but they're
Right, with the ring, you put the ring on your finger, and you had to get the motion going. And I'm too old now. Like I would probably hurt myself.
I lost so many. Had so many black and blue nails in that thing, man.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
There's the game, $6 Million Man. Look at
I had that.
Andre the Giant. was Andre the Giant
That
played
was one of the That was one of the scariest episodes. That one and the ones with
Oscar, when the robot Oscar.
Yes,
when he was a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too, bro. Because the robot when we were little kids.
Ones with like not the fembots, but there were ones like these people that were like frozen in time, whatever. On
Yes.
I still get the chills when I see that. All right, next one.
6 Million Dollar Man was awesome. Slinky.
Everyone knows a Slinky.
I never had a metal one though.
No?
No, I had a
Metal ones work the best.
I had a glow-in-the-dark plastic blue one.
Well, your son has a plastic one now. I pulled it out a couple of weeks ago on the first show. But yeah, we only had the plastic ones. Didn't come out until I was that I knew of.
80s.
Plastic ones.
Plastic ones came out when I was still at KB Toys. So
Yeah. Well, you were working there. I guess. Yeah.
Because Eddie Murphy Delirious, he did Slinky, didn't he? And that was like early 80s.
Yeah, but he did the metal one. Right?
Our show, first week of our show,
And the
was
Viewmaster.
this one.
Fucking Viewmaster.
Yeah.
Our first show.
Like the first Bald and Budaful show right there.
That was creepy. When you would watch it, it was like in 3D, and you just like strain your eyes to like look.
Right. And you always tried to look deeper into the pictures.
The kids' version of the Peep Show you follow used to go look at with the 5 cents.
Right. I was gonna say they used to have these old school where the Peep Shows, and in the early days when they had these, they had the Peep Show pictures on these kind of cards.
A whole bunch of pictures together.
They were on the metal tin cards.
You slide the thing and then go down. Yeah. I saw that on Rick's Restoration one.
Right.
You ever watch that show?
Yeah, of course. American Restoration. But I actually seen the real machines when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, so you were able to pull some of these up. These are the ones that I sent you?
I just looked. No, I searched them myself.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
by Miko.
Because I sent a lot of these pictures. There was a whole bunch of these.
But he's missing his phaser, but he's got his.
Yeah, it wasn't in his hand. Look, you got McCoy.
Is that the Gorn on the right hand side there?
Yeah, the Gorn.
Not the Gorn.
Where's George Takei?
Oh my! They didn't make an Asian.
What is this for?
Oh,
Annie Oakley. What?
It's a pocket knife.
I was gonna say it looks like a little shark coming up.
Well,
do you have the Jaws game? Did you see that picture? I had that. The Jaws put together with the little parts and the skulls. Do you remember that? The Jaws. It was from the movie.
This is recent.
Oh, yeah, this is recent. But
this is a recent one. It has ecstasy because it had ecstasy, the drug in it.
Where did it have ecstasy?
They took this
in the pills, in the little things. They took it off the market because kids would lick it, and they would get like, all.
Wait, but why was
it was like a derivative?
It's from China.
Yeah, it was from China. But whatever chemicals they used made a form of ecstasy.
Really?
Yes.
Get the hell out! I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, 2007, right?
Look, I wonder why, because they were all like,
I remember those.
That was a newer one. I just wanted to share that one.
Yeah, I said, and I remember hearing stories about certain things, this, and then after this, like the bath salts and all that stuff. Here you go, look at that.
I had some of those. I had that dude right there.
The G.I. Joes.
Don't know where they are. That was the medieval ones, and the horses.
It looks like McCoy.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say, look, that's bro. That's what I was waiting for him to talk about.
It came with horses bigger than that, and the horses had wheels in the feet.
That's the McCoy doll. That's the Star Trek McCoy doll.
McCoy. That's great.
There you go. Pike. McCoy.
They don't make toys like this no more.
No, look at the Fisher Price.
Wood.
Mickey over there in the corner.
Yep. Next.
The Railroad. 999. Number 9.
Matchbox
number 9.
cars.
Oh my God.
Remember the red lines?
Sure.
Yep. Had a few of them. There's a picture of one red line. I had that car. It's a Corvette, I think.
But this is another newer picture because some of these cars look a lot newer.
There it is, the red line.
There you go.
That's how you could tell, the red line.
The red line on the tires, right.
Yep,
look at those big mag wheels.
My
son's best friend's father's a big collector.
Yeah.
And he has some, in fact, he just turned 50. We went to his 50th birthday.
You know what they're called?
Shit.
Yeah, these.
I talked about these
today. Me and you were talking
Bristle
about
blocks.
These. Bristle blocks, yeah.
Me and my sister had these.
Used to use them as combs when we couldn't find my brush anywhere.
Yeah.
Lincoln Logs.
The good old day.
My son still has those.
What, Lincoln Logs? Yeah. Because some things don't go away. And, Erector sets. Bro, Connects. Do we have any pictures of Connects in there?
I don't know.
They're a new. You ever see the Connects? They're a newer toy. And again.
This one, look. Snack Time. This is the one that used to.
Oh, the one that caught the hair. Because it would chew and it would rip the hair out. Yeah. It chewed and it would catch girls' hairs.
People use it for just that also.
Yeah, feed me, Seymour. But the Connects, talking about the Connects, we have down in my basement, we have a ton of them. Water Wiggles. Did you ever play with Connects?
No, but I used to.
Once that thing went
I used
off,
to do a joke about this. Look at the name of the company.
Whammo.
They used to beat the crap. You used to turn. You invite all the kids over you didn't like.
Right.
And
you
put
flew
them in a
around
circle.
hitting everybody.
Yeah. And you turn the water on high and dive behind the bushes, and he would beat the crap out of everybody.
What year is this? 62?
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. The
That's
Laugh
the Miracle
Miracle.
62. Yeah.
Guess so.
That's
But I
an
had
old
it.
box.
I had it in the 80s.
That's an old box. Yeah.
And I was just trying
Slip and slide.
yeah.
Oh, those things are horrible, dude. Those things have lasted one.
Dude,
outing.
I was a fat kid on the slip and slide. I would run out of track and crash into the fire hydrant at the end of the street.
There you go.
I had this. One of
I
my
had
favorite toys.
I had a few of these.
I had
The first was the first Evil Knievel. Then they had the wheelie Evil Knievel that never really did
I
a
had
good
the
wheelie.
car.
And remember, it flipped.
I had the car.
It would flip. It had the second set of wheels, and like after like the first one came out, you had the car that jumped.
Well, I had the car, and I had the General Lee that did this.
Right.
And you would go like this and hit the button, and it would go into the barn.
Oh, right,
And then
right,
there
right.
was then there was a little ramp, and the
Yeah,
car would come out
Come
on
out
the
on the
side.
side. Yeah.
Remember Cox, COX, the company that used to make the gas RC cars years ago?
Yes.
That was their first one was an Evil Knievel RC. It was a.
I got nervous
There was no
when you-
radio control. It was just you'd start this thing up and just let it go until the gas ran out. It'd be a mile away, or it would just drag itself.
I got nervous when you asked me if I remembered Cox.
Frank Fury knew about the Jaws game.
Oh yeah, the Jaws. Jaws was awesome. Look at these old things.
You remember what those were made out of?
Yeah, they were metal. The tin.
Because
Well, this one's
toys.
tin.
They're all tin.
Oh, are they all tin? Because I know that's a tin toy.
seen this on what was it, Pawn Stars.
Well, when I was a little kid, we had these,
gonna
but you
make
didn't know any better. Like, you
Mine, the ones I had, they had the crank.
the crank where you're in the back and you wound them up and they would drive around.
Early Hess trucks were all
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, but again, now where do we see this? Pawn Stars,
Yep.
American
This is
Restoration,
Buda's
the-
first laptop he got.
those shows. There you go.
My son knows what that is because it was in Toy Story.
Yep.
Well, the Etch a Sketch. I'm begging. I was looking for one. I can only find the little one. I got to go buy one.
You can find them.
Yeah, I know, but I got to buy it. It was like $15, $20. I didn't want to buy it I want to do it for a Vine. I want to sit in Barnes and Noble and have like just scroll by all these kids playing on their phones, and me sitting at the end with this going, crap, delete, like I just shake it, like
How are you? Yeah.
yeah. I'm writing. That's me sending my messages. Now that I said it, all 9 people out there will fucking do a Vine on that.
What do you want to end on?
14. Is there no more in there?
Not in that folder.
Go out to the main
Well,
folder.
it's after 11 already.
I want to show them the stuff in the folder, the regular folder.
The main?
Yeah, just zip through it.
Okay.
Go through it.
Ah, yes.
Right. Oh yeah,
Show me
this is
the slime.
the Master of the Universe. Yeah. See, again, this is one of the other pictures that I had sent you, but they all were this big, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, that's and I sent it specifically because
I hated the feel of that, man.
it was gross. But I sent him the picture because oh my god, we
had
had
those.
these.
Yeah.
I had these.
I had
the
them.
electron. Well, you sold them. We went to KB Toys to get them.
4 double A's.
Bro, when these first came out, we ran to the mall. I was about 15 years old. KB Toys in the Staten Island Mall. These were about what were they? $30 a piece, maybe $29.99, which was a lot of money. In '85, we were running all over. They made the sound. They shut.
When Super Soaker Films came out?
Yeah.
We used to have to guard the truck when it came in because people were freaking out.
Yeah, but what was awesome about these? They looked like real machine guns, and they sounded like them. They made the noise.
Yeah, it was just like it was like a. Zzz.
We ran around playing with these things all the time, and the batteries went through quick. Nice, look at that.
That's obsolete.
Yeah, no kidding.
My parents have a huge one of these. Someone made them one. It was like a big Art Deco thing on top of their.
This is for a future actuary,
it's
someone who
about
wants to.
11 feet. It's huge.
Little does he know his parents collect ass beads and never told him.
Different
Mom and
colors,
Dad.
and different days of the week. There you go, cigarette machine.
Yep.
These are
Madison
just
Variety.
random ones that I couldn't find.
Madison Variety had those things.
Yeah, you know what? I see one now with like
Oh.
candy and stuff.
That's a
in it.
new one.
They don't sell them anymore.
Well,
can't get 'em.
they're doing away with the. You
They're
can
gone.
get.
they're gone.
They're gone.
They can still get them in the
You
stores
could.
until they sell
Well,
out.
that's what I'm saying. You could get them still, but right, they're not making
You
them.
only get 60 and 75 now.
Right, you can get them until they're gone, but they're not making them anymore, which sucks because they're
bought
better.
I bought the LEDs now, and they'll never die.
But that's such a crock of shit. The curly ones,
No.
Oh.
those are
incandescent.
Whatever. Yeah, those aren't good for you.
No, they suck. Yeah, but they
Step
suck.
on one of those things, your foot will fall off.
Yeah, well, the old fluorescent light bulbs. Remember the powder?
Yeah.
We used to love
20
breaking.
minutes before
I used to
it would light the room.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it
No,
flash.
the LED ones now are. I mean, they're expensive, but the only bulb you'll ever buy again. And
Right.
you know, in my warehouse, my brothers had one for years. Like the first one that came out, still there. Still.
But
bright.
the old 4 foot, 3 foot fluorescent bulbs, the powder in
Remember you
those
used to throw rocks. You put them in
to make them
the
pop.
dumpster.
Boom!
Yeah,
and the cloud would come out. That cloud was so toxic, kids didn't even know. You breathe that shit in, it
Well,
stays
if
in
you
your
ever
lungs
watch the
forever.
movie Protector, like I've been telling you for 20 years, there's a whole fight scene with the fluorescent bulbs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is one of yours.
There you go. Yeah, the Atomic Energy Lab. Look, could you see a kid like...
This is, what, 60s or late 50s?
Yeah.
Bro, there's like mercury
60s.
and shit up in here. There's all stuff that you're not allowed to touch anymore. Look, the deionizer. Like, you put the
look,
chemicals into the thing.
Oh.
Cap guns.
Nice. With that, you'd put chemicals into the thing, and then you'd plug in the metal thing, and you would make like silver water, like you would change. You could actually make your own like sulfuric acid by putting like
They could do that.
yeah. Those you could make some serious shit with those things back in the day,
Al Qaeda.
like the Hawkeye.
Roll caps. Remember those?
Yeah, the roll ones, and then the.
Do you remember the balls with the black powder?
Mhm.
That you'd clack them together and they'd spark.
Yep. Or the ones you throw on the ground. The little.
Metal fucking
Yeah,
lunch pails with the thermos.
like the original
I had
ones,
this.
the thermos. Yeah,
I had this.
I had one too, and then I had Evil Knievel like this.
They always
I
smelled.
had even
I had Scooby Doo.
I
Tom
had
and Jerry.
I had Welcome Back Kotter. I had Vinnie Barbarino. It's up your nose with a rubber hose, and I had a shirt too that said "Up your nose with a rubber hose" with Vinnie Barbarino.
I had Kristen McNichol and.
Nice.
And what was the other one?
Like 8 is enough.
No, what was the one from that camp? The other
Oh,
girl.
Bad News.
It was Kristen McNichol and forgot the other one. What's her name's daughter?
Oh, Tatum
O'Neal.
O'Neal.
Yeah, Tatum O'Neal. Wood
This is in my.
The wood burning kit.
Yeah.
I remember the wire was like this long.
Right, you had to plug it and be right there.
You were right by the curtains.
Yeah.
No, you're like this. Yeah. I can do it.
I do a bit. I go, could you imagine your kid now?
Well, my brother had this, and with the wire and everything, I went to plug it in. It was like years later I was going to mess. I don't even know what I was going to mess to. Oh, maybe I was going to burn my name into like a glove, catcher's mitt, and I plugged it in, and the wire was all frayed. And I didn't know. I was like 11, 12 years old. I got shocked where it burned my hand, knocked me back. I plugged it in,
How
and
many fires this thing started?
A lot.
Like a
Tons.
soldering gun.
What they don't show is the blood from
Yeah.
getting burned.
Oh,
look at
God.
those.
Yep.
And this is a newer one. Workout tunes. The first one had dials. These has all buttons.
I know.
The first one was like
Sorry.
No, but I'm just saying the early ones you had to
Look like the dude from Star Wars, remember?
Yeah.
Lando Calrissian programs.
Yeah, with the bald head.
Lobot.
Or anybody at an airport.
How do I know his fucking name? Lobot.
Because you hear Star Wars in your head.
There's a few more. There's a TV.
Back of the TV.
Oh my God! Look at the red, yellow. Yeah, actually, that was the those red, yellow, blue that you actually had to
Yeah.
shoot them to make it for the.
Yo, we didn't even look outside. It's snowing out here, and I don't even know how bad it's snowing.
Fine.
It's fine, yeah, because
I'm home.
You're home. I only have to drive over a bridge.
Look at the first cell phones.
Nice.
Show the
And
phone.
that's not the first cell. The first cell phone had the battery pack, like the first camera,
Oh, yeah.
where you had the whole strap, and it went into your car to charge it.
The comb.
Like the first VCR.
You
ever have this comb?
Inside?
It's in the main where you're at right now.
Is it a toothless comb with the round with the...
No.
No. I thought it was like the
Rolodex?
bald man's
Yeah,
comb.
Rolodex.
Oh, excuse
You
me.
don't have a Rolodex anymore.
I have it right here. That's I say that in my... I don't use a computer. I use a Rolodex. There you go.
Jackson
Kimmel. Oh, you know what other dolls I had pictures of?
have
Action
the
Jackson.
I'm looking for the comb. I don't see comb on here.
Do you remember the Action Jackson series? After,
No, it's not. It's maybe down here. Let's see.
do you remember Action Jackson?
Switchblade comb. Yes. I'm sorry. It's not.
Oh, the
Action
Switchblade.
Jackson, yes.
I had a whole bunch of the Action Jackson pictures after G.I. Joe. It was the Action Jackson.
I went on a class trip
You got
to
in
the
trouble?
Museum of Natural History.
Right.
I bought this in the shop.
And
Right.
I took away from you.
My mom wanted to fucking kill me.
Right, because it flipped out.
I'm
'Cause
like, my mom told me to do something. I'm like, oh yeah, ma.
Up yours.
I'm like, no problem.
Right.
I had a candy cigarette.
right. And a
She
flip
wanted to buy
comb.
you that thing with the blue stuff in it and a regular comb in there. You have to just.
Ugh. We're gonna close out with Zach if you can find that.
It's on you.
Switchblade comb. So we're getting done. Slide down, small button to unlock. Well, that's another exciting show of the Bald and Beautiful, right? We're going to close out.
Closing out with Zach. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for being out there. To my family, I don't know if they're still out there. I know my niece and my sister
it, right?
in Florida.
I have it on the Facebook. Yeah.
We're watching and listening tonight. I love you guys. My wife, who is always a trooper in there from beginning to end every episode. Thank you, baby.
Hello to my sister,
And
Mr. Rich. I don't know who M. Rich is.
Mr. Rich, it might be my boy Richie.
Frank Fury.
Frank Fury. Thanks, Frank. Chris.
Ken Burmeister.
The Burmeister's in there. Chris Alfred, right, is in there?
My friend,
Am I saying his last name right?
Marissa joining us every week. Thank you.
But it's not.
And thank you for joining us.
And anybody else who's out there listening, thank you for listening.
We will be here next Tuesday.
We love you.
9 to 11.
Yeah. Until then, see you next Tuesday. But I guess here he is.
There we go. I'll put him on regular next week. Ready?
And here we go.
I'm trying to. It's not working.
And
Listening to the Ball and Beautiful Show by Craig Loydgren and Budaful Comedian. See you next Tuesday, suckers. Get gum.
I like how he rang a bell.
all right, that's it, man. See you guys. Are we out?
Not yet.
Hey, we're not out yet.
No, we're not out yet because I'm not on the thing, okay?